All right, guys. I do I do have a bit of a question. If anyone is savvy in Google Chrome, I'm having a little bit of an issue. So basically what's happening is you guys can't see it, but I have my chat. I've got this new setup and I've got my chat off to the side, but whenever I click on like this screen right here, my chat disappears. I need the chat tab to be anchored to the screen. Does anyone know how to do that? Yeah, I tried to upgrade my menu. No, but I need it to be anchored. We'll see if anyone can solve that. Yeah, hopefully this is good. Split screen, but the problem is I have to keep the main screen on. If I warp the main screen, it messes up the OBS thing. Dude, dude, I spent nothing on. Well, I mean, this was a free trial that I got. I got it on a free trial. Does any listen, it's called anchoring a chat. I need the chat anchored. So when I click anything right here, the other thing doesn't go away. I mean, you guys can't see the chat because it's different. Score prediction. I'm going to say Michigan 31-24. I think it's a solid game. I think it's relatively relatively balanced. A lot of touchdowns, field goals, nothing crazy. Michigan scores a touchdown towards the end, 31-24. Guys, yeah, how about the new setup? Is the new setup good or bad? It looks a bit more professional. Looks a bit more professional. I'm going to go with Michigan, man. Michigan winning 30-28. Yeah, no, this will definitely be a close one. I mean, we saw last year and how big of a blowout it was. I think it'll be close. Really, man? Yeah, I mean, I added those buttons. They just came with it. I don't know. No, it's just to get people to, it looks nice. Would Rudolph be the new starter if the Steelers somehow upset the Bills? I don't think so. I don't think you can be a starter based off of 3 games, man. But I don't think they're winning. I think they're going to get blown out. I'll do my prediction tomorrow. Feels like this is going to be Alabama, Michigan all over again. Yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be a really good game. Like the setup? Yeah, I think definitely when people click on it, it'll be more professional. But, I mean, I could always just change it back. I mean, it just depends if people like it or not. You still think Oregon is better than Washington? Yeah, absolutely, man. That was one of my best takes. I still think Oregon is better than Washington. You can't judge it off of 2 games. It's fluky. Corum over under 20 yards. I'd say 9 carries for 19 yards. Someone on yeah, that's basically me. Well, it's kind of me and someone else. We're trying to get my videos out to more people. But actually, a funny thing about TikTok, about 6 months ago, someone did just re-upload one of my Twin Towers videos and it got 1 million views. So that was pretty cool. How am I doing? It's bad in the winter, man. It's bad. Iced edits. I don't think I've seen you here before, man. The disrespect to Pittsburgh is crazy. Come on, man. Pittsburgh got into the playoffs because the number 1 overall seed rested their starters. Let's not... Used to the chat. Yeah, no, you guys will definitely... Really, it's not even a change for me. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, I'm the person. Yeah, no, it's fine. I allowed him to he can re-upload anything on there. It doesn't really matter. It's not like it even makes money anyways. You don't make anything from TikTok. Do you like the college championship? Or I actually probably like the Super Bowl a little bit more just because it's such a massive event. The Super Bowl is genuinely crazy. Can't believe how the Steelers made the playoffs. Yeah, think about the Steelers for a minute. The Steelers' hardest game, technically, is supposed to be on the road at Baltimore, because Baltimore has like the best record in the NFL, but then Baltimore rests all their players and they get a freebie. And that was going to be their hardest game. Imagine they face the Ravens in Week 11. They're not winning that game. Predictions on the Packers-Cowboys game. I have the Cowboys winning by... I'm going to do my predictions tomorrow, but I have the Cowboys winning by about 10. Did you know they are talking about NCAA 24? Yeah, I do know that. Yeah, the new screen it's pretty impressive. I'm pretty proud of it. Do Washington and yeah, they do play each other, but Penix is gone. Harbaugh's probably gone. You know, I think one of the most overrated things ever, and I saw it on a Twitter account, like, jizzing their pants. They're like, oh my god, we're going to get a rematch next year of the national title. Who cares? Am I the only one? Like who cares? Those teams are going to be completely different. Glad you're streaming, going through some stuff. Yeah, I'll be streaming for at least 3.5, 4 hours, man. However long this game takes. Look at this, they got flowers. If you're looking at the set right now, they have some flower. That's a weird setup. Why do they have, like, those weird flowers on the ground there? Prediction, Dolphins, Chiefs. Chiefs win 24-20. That's a respectable pick. Michigan brings this one home for America. Oh my god, Desmond Howard picked Michigan. Holy hell. It's a shocker. Lions, Rams prediction. Believe it or not, I like the Lions. I know a lot of people are going to, I can understand. The thing with Detroit is, I feel like everyone's going to be picking against Detroit because they never are in this spot. They never host a playoff game. Everyone's going to say it's too big for them. The Rams are a solid team. They've got a good offense. They've got good receivers. But I like Detroit to win that game at home. The layout makes me small. Yeah, I might have to adjust it a little bit. If enough people say it makes me small, I might have to adjust it a little bit. I really can't scale it because I'm not watching full screen. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of... Well, if they actually asked I saw CJ Stroud was on ESPN. They actually asked him to pick a team to win. Obviously, he's going to pick Washington. Yeah. Does the crowd look 50-50? I really can't tell right now. Lee Corso picks Michigan. Yeah, NRG Stadium's terrible. Over-under, I mean, I don't know, the problem with an over-under on commercials... I don't know how many commercials there normally are in general, so I can't give you an over-under. Like, I don't know if the standard average commercials per game is 40, and then you say 54. I don't know what the average is, so there's no way I could give you an over-under on something like that. I've just seen that same comment so many times, and I, Michigan gonna make Washington look like... No. It should be a better game than that. Ron Rivera... Yeah, finally Ron Rivera and Arthur Smith got fired. What if there was a third place, a consolation game? That would be hilarious, dude. The most meaningless thing. How many players would set out of a consolation third place game? Unless they'd have to pay them. They'd legitimately have to pay them. Like 7 figures. Yeah, NRG Stadium's a piece of trash. The only reason it gets events is due to its location and the fact that it's a dome. If Washington wins, it's going to be some type of miracle. No, it won't be a miracle if Washington wins. I mean, I'd be slightly surprised, but I think this is a relatively even game. Do you like Cheez-Its? too many of them can get a bit annoying with the Cheez-Its. It's just such a strong flavor, but I do like Cheez-Its, yeah. So what's happening with the A's? Nobody knows. Apparently, they're running into some funding issues. They were going to release renderings. There's issues with the casino. It's a complete mess. I still think they're going to release renderings at some point, but they delayed them indefinitely. Do you think New Orleans was better than Tampa Bay? I do think New Orleans was better. I mean, I've been against Tampa Bay all year, though. All NFL stadiums except Arrowhead, Green Bay, and Denver. No, I don't think you can say that. I think there are a lot of them that are really repetitive, and it's only going to get worse because more stadiums are getting these translucent roofs, and it really limits how you can build the stadium. There's just no uniqueness to it. Why do I feel it's going to be another Georgia TCU game? It's not going to. How can you see your screen? It looks so small. The screen is a lot bigger for me. It's through OBS. It's a scene. So my screen is completely different than what you're looking at. Buccaneers got blown out by Saints, then barely beat Panthers. Yeah, Buccaneers aren't very good, man. I'm just sick of hearing about them. I mean, they might actually beat Philadelphia. A's should just move to San Francisco and play at Oracle. Yeah, but that's a mess. Sharing a stadium is a mess. Get the Giants to let the A's... but it's a bad situation. They have no home field advantage then. No matter what, the A's are pretty much screwed the next 3 years. They're not going to have any type of advantage. Like, they're just going to be... They're homeless, basically. Because it's not like Oakland wants them if they're leaving. Why would Oakland want them? Do you think NCAA should have conference tournaments like basketball? No, there's no way that you can't have that many games. You just can't. There's too many injuries in football. You can't format it like basketball. I mean, just look at the NBA compared to college. Well, just look at the NBA compared to the NFL. The NBA has 7-game series. NFL, it's just 1 game. There's too many injuries. After yesterday, what do you think happens with Fields? They're going to have to trade Fields. Even Daniel Jeremiah explained it correctly. He said that, well, I don't know why he said they were going to pay Fields Fields is not getting $40 million, but basically, because Fields is going to be on his 4th year of his contract, why would you keep Fields and have to pay him a lot of money if it works out? Because you're going to have to allocate a bunch of money to him. You're better off just drafting Caleb Williams, even though I think Fields is a good player. In terms of the contract situation, you're much better drafting Caleb Williams and trading Fields. Do you think college football... I mean, every big-time game has too many commercials. I think Fox is out of control with commercials, though. Their regular season games are out of control. So maybe we should be happy it's on ESPN. Ravens-Niners Super Bowl. Well, that's a rematch of 2013. I saw someone online say it should be 3 regular season games and the rest of the games be playoffs with 3 regular season games. That's a troll, man. Favorite NFL team? It would be the Browns. The Browns are like the closest to where I am. Does the game actually start at 7:30? No, it's like 7:40 it starts out, I think. There was a countdown. It was like 10 minutes behind. If the Bears don't pay Fields, well, I mean, they're just in a really weird spot. The thing that people have to understand, this is what it is. The Bears have the number 1 pick. Normally, when you have the number 1 pick, it's because your quarterback sucks. It's not the case with the Bears. The Bears have the number 1 pick because of a trade. They would have gotten the 9th overall pick. So let's say the Bears don't have the Carolina pick. They would keep Fields because they would have the 9th pick right now because Fields played well. So it's a mind fuck because Fields played well, but you still have the number 1 overall pick. DeSantis or Nikki Haley. I would take DeSantis personally. Texas got dominated by Washington. Texas. Yeah, Texas, you're right on that. I think Washington was in control of that game. I actually went to bed. I couldn't really watch much of it. But when I looked back, and Washington was always winning that game, Texas, they had to score late to come back. Steelers, Packers, Super Bowl chances, very, very low for both of those teams. Very low. I mean, that's Mason Rudolph versus Jordan Love. Come on, that's not going to happen. 752, I think it'd be like 740. You hate Fox and ESPN? Yeah, I mean, I think Fox is worse. It's, at least for college. No, I will say, Fox's NFL coverage is elite, but their college coverage is just out of control horrible. I put $10 on Bills, Cowboys. That's what I'm predicting. There's no way you get are you serious? You get $5,000 for that? When did you place that bet? Bills, Cowboys, Super Bowl, and you get $5,000? You had to place that bet in like October or something. Browns versus Lions, Super Bowl. Oh, that would be pretty crazy, man. 6:31 Central, yeah. Central is a good time zone. Do you think conference realignment will turn college football into two conferences? Yeah, it's going to be a lot more like professional sports. And Chip Kelly even admitted it, and he was the one that really broke it and said it's going to change significantly. Josh Allen is overhated. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I like Josh Allen. Although he does turn the ball over a lot. There's no denying it, but he's really good. Trade down and pick Marvin Harrison Jr. or Neighbors. Yeah, that's another possibility. Why is everything out for Valentine's Day? Hey, you know something funny? If you go to, I was at my Target maybe like a few days ago or whatever. The holiday section is just a complete mess. It's like a bull. They let a bull loose in there. It's just completely. It's like all the crap is just spewed. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year? Cowboys, Bills. Fields didn't play good. Well, I mean, he did play good towards the end of the year. Do you follow much NHL? No, not really. I was kind of following it slightly last year because I wanted to see where Bedard went. You think the Rams are going on a run? I think it's possible. Do you think the Bears will keep Justin Fields? That is the question. I don't. It's based off of a number of things. I think contract is the biggest one. Herbert, Justin Herbert, or Lawrence? I think Lawrence is probably one of the bigger punching bags, yeah. He was supposed to be good this year. I mean, he had concussion problems. Penn State at West Virginia, gonna be fun. That'll be an annoying game for Penn State probably. I don't know, does West Virginia return their QB? How are the Browns doing? The Browns, they're a 5 seed. They had a really good year for how injured they were. Are all college teams gonna be eventually treated like Notre Dame? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably in 2030. Do you have a 2024 top 10? I mean, I could make one for sure. Maybe I'll make one tomorrow because I was going to do a top 25, but I wasn't. That's just too much work, honestly. But I could do a top 10, and it'll enable me to talk about the top 10 teams more. I mean, Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, Michigan you have to put there at this point. Oregon you have to put there. You probably have to put Washington just kind of as an obligation, even though they lose a lot. Although, I don't know, maybe they'll have Washington lower. Washington's 5 minutes are up. Maybe. I mean, this seems like I really don't think Washington's going to be very good next year. But you'll get the same. It's the same thing with TCU. Remember when everyone was falling on the sword for TCU? How dare you rank TCU that low? Show them respect. And then we saw what, that was a little fruity. And then we saw what TCU did. And they lost to Colorado to start the season. I keep thinking NRG Stadium is Lucas Oil because it just, for looking at it from the side, it looks like Lucas Oil. Is Stroud better than Lawrence and Herbert? Yeah, Stroud is the real deal. As a rookie, what he's doing, it's crazy. Bears can get, yeah, but there's no way they would take both of them. It doesn't make any sense. They already have DJ Moore. Oregon will probably win the Big Ten. I mean, they're definitely a front runner. I don't think they're a big favorite. Yeah, Judkins, Quishon Jut, very strange, dude. That's a very strange move. I might have to make a video on that. Because their return, so it looked like Henderson was leaving and Ohio State was just going to roll with Dalton Hayden. Now Henderson might be staying and they're getting a top running back in the country to pair with him. The whole situation is very odd, but I think these players they know if they get more carries in college, it's going to hurt their draft stock. So now they're doing this thing where they're trying to get less carries. But you would think Trevion Henderson would leave. Maybe he is still leaving. I don't know. Who do you think the Falcons will be their week 1 coach? I don't know. Maybe like a Ben Johnson top coordinator. Should the Guardians shop Class A? Yes. You want to trade relievers while they still have value. I mean, Class A compared to his previous year, he wasn't that great. He was still good, but yeah, Class A has a really good contract too. You could get a really good position player for him. A young position player, a good prospect. I mean, I don't know what the Guardians are doing. Washington 40 burger. Guys, it's moving a little bit quick here. Tyler Van Dyke. Yeah, dude, Tyler Van Dyke at Wisconsin seems... That's exactly what I was thinking. It's just like a slow-moving car crash. Like, you can just tell it's just not going to work. Ryan Day getting bailed out by the 12-team playoff. Yeah, you're right. And maybe Michigan, and maybe Harbaugh leaving. So he might have two things happen. Harbaugh leaving for the NFL and the 12-team playoff. That'll alleviate a lot of his stress. Who is your favorite to win the SEC next year? I would say Georgia over Bama slightly. Did you hear the Troy coach got hired by Tulane and the Tulane coach got hired by Houston? I saw the Tulane coach get hired by Houston, yes, but I didn't know about the Troy coach. Yeah, the national anthem is going on. You might be right. It might be like a 7:46 start, maybe. Maybe like a 7:46 start. Do you think Belichick's sorry for Belichick's? No, I mean, I think Belichick's a really good coach, man. I mean, obviously, if you have someone like Brady, it's gonna... And that whole thing got overinflated, like the idea of Brady being a system quarterback, which obviously wasn't true, but Belichick is still a very good coach. Because remember, people thought it was all Belichick and none of it was Brady because Brady was a 6th-round pick. And then Brady goes to the Bucs and wins a Super Bowl and Belichick falls pretty far. I mean, they drafted Mac Jones and it was a complete miss. What happens to Ryan Day if Ohio State misses the playoffs? I would imagine he would be fired at that point. Do you think Will Howard is good? I think he's underrated, Will Howard. Can I be a mod? Oh, yeah, so... I wanted to ask, well, I don't know how many of my mods are on right now. If any of my mods want to be a moderator for Discord, just message me on Discord. If you look at the top of the chat, you can join my Discord through that link, guys. But if there's any mods on here that want to... I mean, you have to actually be active on Discord, though, to moderate, though, because we need more mods, I think. I was supposed to say something about it. You love the West Coast. It's only... Yeah, dude, I will say... There's that's the one thing with the West Coast, like the idea of me being able to end a stream, like let's say I'm on the West Coast, I would be able to end the stream at like 8 o'clock at night, dude. Imagine if I was on the West Coast and I could end a stream and then I would have like 2 hours before I even have to go to bed. But because I'm on the East Coast, it's almost 8 o'clock right now and I'm going to end the stream probably based on what's probably 11:45. And I'm going to have to immediately go to sleep. Fields has so much potential. Yeah, no, Fields will go to a good situation. I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of decent situations out there that just need quarterbacks. The Atlanta Falcons come to mind. The Pittsburgh Steelers come to mind. There's a lot of good situations where they have the infrastructure. They just need a QB. Why is your chat delayed? It's like a 7-second lag. Washington is worst 14-0. I mean, there's a number of bad. There's been a number of teams that went undefeated but yeah, because normally you never get to 14 wins. The only way you can get to 14 wins now is with the 4-team playoff. That is interesting yeah, that is interesting. Oh no, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. I was going to say like it would be different, but no, it's not. OSU is going through a shift year. They will be better. I don't think so, man. I think every year you got to go for it. No, I'm Eastern. I'm Eastern time zone. All right, I think it's getting ready to start here. We will load it up whenever it ends up starting. They did the coin toss already. Yeah, I'm from Ohio, man. Why do the Commanders have a worse strength of schedule than the Patriots? Well, I'd imagine, just based off of the teams that they played, they were worse, I guess. Dude, it's funny that you say that because no, I mean I can respect trolley people because I'm a trolley person myself. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, you could definitely be a Discord mod. Oh, they haven't even done the coin toss yet, my bad. I'm spreading fake news. I mean, you would think it's 7:44, you'd think it would happen. Michigan's not beating the Carolina Panthers. 10 minutes left. I think you're right, man. It's pretty crazy. I got to try and pace myself. Go Blue, you will prove that you didn't cheat tonight. Remember the person that's like, I know we cheated. I forgot what he said, but it was funny. $500 on the coin toss being heads. That's a prop bet. Well, you could do that with you could do that with the Super Bowl. You live 2 hours. Oh, you live in Texas. Yeah, it's a bad stadium. Oh, it looks like Washington, because they're the underdogs, they get to call it. They're deferring. Washington won the toss, and they're deferring. You're in second place in the Bowl Mania. I think I said first place gets to be a mod. Whoever first place is, it was Tails. Oh God, he lost. He lost a little bit of money. Yeah, there it is, right there. You lost some money. What are you gonna do? $500 is not. It's nothing, man. National championship is in Texas, Houston, Texas. Yeah, I saw the stadium roof was leaking. It's just got to take some time to load. I mean, look at some ads. Reminds me of SoFi Stadium last year with the problems that they had. Thoughts on Jameis Winston fake knee touchdown? Yeah, I mean, it is Bush League, but I don't know. I don't really see it's just one of those things where there's more important things to worry about. It's a meaningless touchdown. It just doesn't matter. Shouldn't they? No, because it's. I think the heads and tails thing is a tradition, but yeah, normally they bring out some weird coins. But yes, deferring is by far the most optimal thing to do. You always want to defer. All right, it should be starting. Let's see if we'll load this up here. Yep, Michigan. Wow, and there it is. It's underway. A midget is returning. Oh, he got decked. Wow. You hate indoor stadiums? Yeah, well, they're all indoor now. Any stadium that wants to host a major event is indoor. Worst playoff team ever, MSU 2015. Yeah, that's a memory lane. MSU 2015. I mean, you could also say maybe Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati did not show up against Alabama. You were in last place in the Bowl Mania. Come on, man. All right, it's a run to Blake Corum for 4 yards. Wow. And that's how the game starts. And I'm making sure that my face is not blocking out this thing here. You know what? You are probably right. That FSU team was horrible. But you know the narrative surrounding that FSU team, they won the national title in 2013, and then they have all these just close games against shitty ACC teams. And a first down for Michigan over the middle. Cincy in 2021, yeah, I mean that was a tough game against Alabama. Michigan with a first down early. Truth-seeking wisdom. McCarthy is such a Chad. Imagine what his Instagram message looks like. Well, I mean, he's a quarterback of an undefeated team. I'm sure he's probably getting a lot of female attention. Washington can be a Pac-12 team to beat Michigan State, then join. Yeah, because you're right, they did beat Michigan State. That was a good push by Michigan. Good push on that run play. Michigan, yeah, that kickoff returner. Michigan does have a lot of undersized players. But, I mean, they beat Ohio State and Alabama. What can you really say? Remember LSU, Oklahoma? Yeah, that was disgusting. Well, that LSU team just decapitated them. That's a memory lane. Didn't Justin Jefferson have like 240 yards and 4 touchdowns? Who are they running it to? Is that Mullins? First down for Michigan. This might be the fastest national championship game ever. The fastest. There hasn't been one stoppage. I don't want to jinx it. Is Dylan Johnson playing? I think he said he was going to try and play. You're watching the Skycast. Should I go to it? Is it good? I mean, I think Corum will probably be like a 4th or a 5th round pick. Looks like a throw. Caught. First down. Michigan right at the 49-yard line. You need McCarthy to pass for 300 yards to make your money back. I don't know. I don't think he's going to pass for 300 yards, man. What kind of over-under is that? There's no way his over-under was 300. It had to have been in like low 2s. Do you think the Raiders are going to try and draft a QB? They're going to do something different, obviously. The Raiders will be interesting to see who they get. But they keep going veteran, so maybe they will try and draft a QB. They always seem to try, like Jimmy G. Derek Carr. They had Derek Carr for a while. A nice run from Michigan. Yeah, Washington State. I mean, but if you're Washington, as long as you hold them to a field goal, it's not a big deal. But you got to hold them. The Rockies lost 25-1 to the Angels. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a video on the biggest blowouts in MLB. That game is 25-1. Michigan looks good right now. You assume the over. I thought it would be like 213, honestly. Michigan barely throws, but it doesn't really matter. 1st and 10, maybe a deep shot. And McCarthy gets sacked. Good defensive play from Washington. I'm guessing Michigan in this spot, now that it's like 2nd and 16, they're probably just going to get some yards and it'll end up being a field goal. That's my guess. They might take a shot here on 2nd and long, though. You think Caleb Williams will be a Commander? It's very possible. It's either him or Drake May. Or maybe Jaden Daniels. The Commanders, they ended up lucking out. You know, they had a lame duck coach. They lost other games. They very easily could have won 2 games, and they would be in a terrible spot right now. Man, they run it with Donovan Edwards. Wow. Dude, Donovan Edwards is fast. And Michigan strikes first. Yep. That was a really impressive run, I'm not going to lie. Donovan Edwards is fast as hell. Washington looked really slow there. They did look very slow. Yeah, there's probably no announcers or anything in the Skycast. Commanders did an excellent tank job. Yeah. The problem, like the Commanders, they lost maybe 10 straight games or something. They very easily could have just won 2 games and they'd have to be there with like the 7th pick and they'd have to trade all their assets to move up to number 2. Like, it's so much better. The Commanders succeeded. Do you like Zappy? No, I mean, I think he's a backup level quarterback personally. But I mean, that's kind of obvious. Hi, I'm new to the channel. Dude, it's always interesting to see like how like the fact that I'm probably only known by like less than 1/100% of people, but I've made so many videos. I'm so behind. Well, there's a lag to the live stream. That's why. Doesn't feel like a natty. We're not going to do this again, man. We did this exact same thing last year. But I mean, listen. The fact that it's Michigan, Washington, and not like a big school. Well, I mean, Michigan's a big school, but I understand what you're saying. Another Georgia TCU game? I don't think so. Imagine if it is. Ad time. Yeah, let me throw you guys some ads or something. No, I'm kidding. Thoughts on Trump and... Well, I think Trump was cleared from what I saw. Personal. I mean, unless something just came out. Yeah, Ohio State, Bama, Georgia's not there. It's a little bit different. Huh. Yeah, I would like to move that over a bit, but I don't know if I should move my webcam down. Dude, you're not getting 4 ads. Stop. Georgia versus TCU non-conference rematch next year. Is that serious? Trump 140. That's not good value, dude. That Trump plus 140 to win election is not good value because there's so much that can go wrong. I mean, I would say if it was like 250 or 300. The other thing you have to understand with something like that, you're putting your money into something right now, and you're not getting a return until 9 months from now. Boise State fan just saying Washington is legit. Yeah, I mean, I think Washington should keep this. They should be all right in this game. I mean, it's just it was an early drive struggle. The RCA Dome was underrated. Well, it was like the Pontiac Silverdome, very similar stadiums. Falcons' next head coach, Ben Johnson. Washington should try and get Fields. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'd rather draft a young quarterback. Why is the face? The face cam was smaller because the screen is smaller. Because the screen in general, like the main screen is smaller. So I have to proportionately match it. Thoughts on Spectrum? I don't really like Spectrum. Malachi Nelson. Yeah, surprising move, Malachi Nelson. I hear he's got an attitude problem, but listen, it's interesting to see a 5-star talent go to Boise State. Early 2025 national title prediction. I have no clue. There's no way I can predict that right now. I mean, I would say something like a basic answer. And now Washington with a nice gain on first down. Is Dylan Johnson playing? Prediction for Maryland record next year. Yeah, you guys always seem to go 7-5. But what happened to Tagovailoa trying to get a waiver? Now he's playing another season possibly. What a mess that is. I wonder where he's going to go. And it looks like a first down for Washington. You think there's a chance Jaden Daniels goes first overall? I do. I think there's a small chance he does. He's got really good touch. Who is your pick for group of 5 teams? That's Boise State probably. Well, it's hard to say, but I do like Boise State, the way they're positioned with their new coach going into next year. Oh, they're doing some type of wildcat, it looks like. What's up, Alex? Penix will throw and a short little completion. I mean, this game seems to be moving by really quickly. Yeah, what is that? UNLV's quarterback going to Georgia to sit behind? What a strange situation that is. Ha! But why would he go to Virginia Tech with drones already at Virginia Tech announced he's coming back? The dual threat. There's no way he's going to Virginia Tech. Oh, this will be a big third down now. Jaden Daniels will be... No, they're different players. Daniels is more of a passer. Richardson doesn't have the arm talent. What will be better in 2024, SEC or Big Ten? I'd probably say the SEC. Alan Bowman. that's a great name you just pulled out there. 7 seasons. 3 schools actually isn't bad because we've seen players go to 4 schools. So 3 schools is it's not, but 7 seasons, yeah. 3rd and 5, very critical. Oh, what a job! What a tackle broken. He broke a tackle, got a first down. You got to wrap up lower. You got to wrap up lower. Yeah, he's going to Oregon. Tagovailoa, the 3rd quarterback to transfer to Oregon. Albany had a good FCS season. Yeah, I saw their quarterback transferred. Yeah, why there used to not be a championship in college football. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah, you got to let that one go incomplete. That's a good call. That would have been a big loss right there. Horrible tackle attempt. Terrible form. I think Dylan Johnson already re-injured himself. Washington has 3 NFL wide receivers playing. Yeah. It might be a shootout. Possibly. Where'd Albany's QB transfer to? Oh, someone will probably... No, not Miami. Someone will probably tell you. It's like a lower school. Oh, Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio. Yeah, you are right. Miami. I thought you meant the Hurricanes. Noah Kim went to Coastal Carolina. Oh my God. Michigan's corners are locking everyone down. I mean, it's a second. Like, this is the annoying thing. I wish I could just freaking not deal with these. Oh, maybe I should. Wait, do I not have an ad blocker on? The problem is if I do this, I'm going to lose my setup. Supposedly, I. Oh, wow, that's. But then this thing shows up. I don't see. It's just so annoying. Injury to Washington. Injury timeout. Injury timeout. Michigan's. As long as it's a better game than last year, it should be a better game. No, he really did transfer to Miami. Yeah, I know, it's pretty crazy. You mean Miami of Ohio? No, dude, this is an elite setup. This is a good setup, but I will look at it and see how good it actually is after. It's been a slow off season. I'm really grateful for your MLB stadium videos. Yeah, man, no problem. He transferred to Miami of Florida. Oh my God. Well, who? Yeah, I guess Miami was trying to get Cam Ward. Julio Urias, man, Wander Franco, that's a crazy situation. He's young as hell, too. College football season really, I mean, college football, NFL, they're winding down. NFL's into the playoffs. Explosion in Dallas that got 11 people. I didn't hear about that, no. Eagles first round exit, it is possible. Georgia would crush both of these teams. They'd probably win, yes. I'm not gonna lie. Feel like Washington is doing bad on offense, then Michigan seems slower. Yeah, well, there's also an injury. I mean, Michigan was moving the ball well, then they had a sack, then they had a long run. Florida State next year prediction. The ACC's weak. I still think they lose 2 or 3 games. They're a fringe playoff team. Yeah, it looks like Dylan Johnson is done for the game. So that'll be a big, big loss for them. He was already banged up, but now it looks like he's done because he was like their only real running back there. Man, what's another screen pass? And a first down. Odunze. You think Bauer is going to be a Yankee or a Met? No, Bauer will be back because the thing that happened with Bauer, it turned out a lot of those allegations were false, and now he's liked again by the public. He'll be back. Sporadic throw incomplete. FSU should go 10-2. Yeah, I would agree. Something along those lines. How high will Jordan Travis is out of eligibility, so he has to go. I think he's gonna go undrafted personally. Maybe 7th round, similar to Stetson Bennett. Well, Stetson Bennett might have went like 5th round. They should have let Stetson Bennett. Yeah, I would have liked to see Stetson Bennett play. Honestly, I agree with that. Which FCS teams do you think should move up? South Dakota State, North Dakota State. maybe Montana as well. I mean, Montana beat Washington a few years ago. A little end around run. That's a great play call on a 2nd and 10. Now you got 3rd and 1. This is very critical that Washington scores a touchdown here. You did not want to get into a touchdown, field goal type situation. Make sure you match it. Score a touchdown here. Yeah, Washington has really good receivers. Delaware is moving up. Yeah, some of those teams moving up are kind of trash. They're just doing it for money. They're paying a massive fee, and in the end, it'll pay off over time. The problem with that, yeah, they would go to the Mountain West. 1st down, Washington. Very easy. I'm surprised Michigan didn't stack the line more there on a 3rd and 1. I understand it's a shotgun, but it's still surprising. How do you think Boise ends up? I think Boise has a legit chance to be a playoff team because the group of 5 needs a representative. News on NCAA 25. This is a tough situation for Washington. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. AAC is a poverty league. Yeah, well, they lost a bunch of their teams. That's the problem. Don't know if the Mountain West probably wouldn't take them, but just in terms of their ability, I'd love to see those teams go to the Mountain West. Man, they're doing another reverse to a running back. You're over a minute. I'm a minute ahead of you. Jesus. Everyone was clowning me. They were saying saying how I was behind. Penn State and Ole Miss fans can't wait for the 12 Yeah, right. Penn State especially. You really think Michigan offense can keep moving consistently? They'll slow down. But that was a good drive to start the game. Washington drive taking 20 minutes because of the injury. Yeah, if we didn't have that injury, this game would have been moving by so quickly, but they really milked that injury. The dude barely even got hurt from what I saw. He's like standing on the side. Oh, now we got a timeout. Yeah, this will be a huge... This is a really good spot for Michigan to be in. 3rd and goal from the 7. The field is so condensed. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand when you get into the red zone and why it's so hard to score, because the field is condensed. You don't have to cover anything. This is a good spot for Michigan. At least the ad blocker is doing its thing. Because normally there would be an ad right here. Washington plays, but I saw that, yeah. I think Washington will win that. Or, excuse me, Oregon plays Boise State. Yeah. I think Oregon's going to beat Boise. But Boise, that'll be a fun game for them, you know? Which conference do you think will die next? The ACC. Yeah, ACC will probably be the next one to die. Kaiser or Ian Book? Oh, God. Dude, Ian Book. I don't know if he had a Monday night game. Like, he started one game in his NFL career. It was a Monday night game. It's just the worst performance I've ever seen. It's so bad. But Deshaun Kaiser was horrific as well. I mean, Deshaun Kaiser's career numbers, he was like 0-13 with 11 touchdowns and 25 interceptions. Do I think the Ohio Bobcats are going to be any good? No. They were kind of decent this past year because they had an okay quarterback, but I think their quarterback transferred. Which team did the Longhorns lose to this season, considering Georgia and Ohio State's only losses were against better teams? Isn't there an argument? Texas. Yeah, the reason Texas was in was because they were insulated by Alabama. That's why they got in. They couldn't. The committee couldn't drop Texas below Alabama because Texas beat Alabama on the road. Otherwise, if Texas would have had a non-conference win, let's just say against, for argument's sake, Penn State, and that's a good win on the road, but you could have argued that Texas shouldn't have made it. they were insulated, and there's like no argument you can make because if Alabama's going to make the playoff, you have to put Texas in. And plus, there were just a lot of teams, that were undefeated, and otherwise they would have been in a lot easier. What's up, man? UNLV's QB mom lives in the Atlanta. Oh, that's why he went there. But I mean, he's not going to play. He wants to be a backup. Remember when Georgia got that one transfer quarterback and he ended up not playing a snap? What a weird situation that was. Maybe this is another situation like that. Why isn't college baseball big? Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's like how bad they market it. But also, I mean, college baseball, you have to understand, younger kids, they don't like baseball in general. When you're talking about college, you're talking about an even younger fan base, and it's just not exciting. I mean, there's definitely more runs scored in college baseball. Some of those players bat like 400. I know that. But yeah, college baseball is not big at all. You're right, he did transfer to Indiana. All right, 3rd and goal from the 7. Penix back to pass, pressured. Oh, overshoots his intent. Man, I just got crazy deja vu, man. Oh my God. It just gets so weird, man. I'm not even going to get into it. Oh my God. Penn State... Penn State is going to win the Big Ten next year. Drew Aller. Penn State, it's hard to trust them. But I do think Michigan, with Harbaugh leaving, they're going to come back down. Maybe Penn State can beat them. They get Ohio State at home. Oh, he barely makes the field goal. He barely makes the field goal. Sorry for typing that twice. Not a problem. Yeah, Ian Book is the Notre Dame quarterback who played one game. Daniel, I might do a video on that. I might do a video on that. Yeah, that was a terrible kick. College baseball has never been big because best players enter. Yeah, but it's also it's more than that, But also, the other thing, the MLB draft is no one cares about the MLB draft in general. Yeah, the other thing with the MLB draft is players who get drafted, they're not going to make they're not going to make it up to the majors for 3 or 4 years, most of them. What do you expect from EA? I expect a good product, hopefully. I mean, it's been quite a while, Hopefully, transfer portal, really good recruiting. That's the thing. They got to have really good recruiting with a game like that. Who do I want to win? I really don't care, man. I'm just hoping it's a close game at the end. Why does Patrick Mahomes... Yeah, that got out of control. You would think one of his people would be like, dude, you have to stop. You look pathetic. You're pathetic. You got to stop whining so much. Will the Michigan championship get vacated? That's a great question. I don't think it will, but... I mean, I don't know. But I don't think it will. Imagine it gets vacated. Have my doubts about EA producing good college games. Madden. Yeah... But I think people will just be happy there's anything, I mean, it's been over a decade. Ole Miss hasn't won the SEC since 1963. Is that true? You were watching The Captain? Oh, that documentary with Jeter? Yeah. I heard about that when that came out. Penn State, Oregon, Big Ten championship game. You're trying to be different by not picking Ohio State and Michigan. But, I mean, that could happen. Yeah, probably will have more commercials because it's a bigger game. Because it's the national title. Ravens winning the Super Bowl. I don't think so personally, but they're the number one team in the NFL right now. How do I feel about the 12-team playoff? I'm very excited for it. Bought Madden 24 just for it not to be able to run on your computer. Really? Yeah, dude, these things, they just take up so much space. It's so annoying. I've had that issue happen with stuff. All right, Washington kicking it off. Michigan fans trying to flip the cheating scandal. Well, that's what pretty much everyone does. When you get accused of something, you just say everyone does it. You try. I mean, this kid has got to stop returning these out of the end zone. This is just not working. Kid can't even get to the 15-yard line. Baseball or basketball? Probably baseball for me. I mean, I don't know, man. Basketball is just... I do like college basketball, though. NBA, I've fallen off. I don't like the NBA very much anymore, but college basketball I still really like. College basketball is obviously way better than college baseball, but I'll take MLB over NBA. Caleb will save the Bears. I mean, they really don't need to be saved. It's not like they were terrible. They were they were an okay team this year. They were almost like a 500 team. Where do you think the Ole Miss running back will go? I'm guessing he wants money. Oh, I thought Blake Corum was going to break that run to the right, but there was another player there. That running back, Judkins, he wants money, so maybe he'll try and leverage the Ohio State visit and try and get another offer from somewhere else. Yeah, Brian Cashman should have been fired a while ago. Thank you for answering my question. You have never. I mean, I try and answer a lot of questions, man, honestly. Do I like hockey? Not really, no. J.J. McCarthy, wow, what a throw that was to Roman Wilson down the sideline. Washington having issues on the defensive side of the ball right now. College hockey is awesome. Yeah, with college hockey, there's some weird teams that are really good in college hockey. There are some weird teams that are like powerhouses. It's always interesting to see. The Frozen Four. Who's winning NFL MVP? Maybe I'll have to take a look at the odds on that. MVP. Nickelodeon. The Nickelodeon award. But yeah, MVP it's probably a debate. Oh, an almost interception. They got to get that kid out of the game, man. That kid is struggling. My favorite receiver, the midget. Well, the one kid is even smaller than Roman Wilson. Number 82. I'm guessing McCarthy probably expected him to cut to the outside. Either that or it was a bad throw. Do you just talk about a bunch of different topics? Yeah, I mean, well, this is mainly centered around sports. I haven't gotten many questions on anything else right now. Donovan Edwards, oh my God. Donovan Edwards, another touchdown. This is a charade. Washington's defense. Oh my goodness. You think Lamar should win it? I mean, who else is going to win it? That's the problem. This year, the MVP was kind of bad. This is pathetic. That's 2 times. Wow, 4 plays, 86 yards. That's 2 times that Donovan Edwards went untouched. And it's the same exact play. He runs up the middle, and then he cuts up, finds a little lane. It's like he waits, and then Donovan Edwards is a better NFL. Yeah, that's not that hot of a take because Corum has so much mileage. NFL teams are not going to like the amount of carries he's had. And now it's 14-3. I mean, Washington's defense in general is kind of 2 carries, 87 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Don is having a night. They are built to beat Oregon. I mean, I think Oregon's better than them personally. Yeah, I think Washington fans are headed for the exits this early. They've given up. You won a hockey parlay? Plus, those are crazy odds, man, if you won that. What's Discord? Yeah, you can join my Discord. The link is right at the top of the chat. I have it cropped out in this chat, but it's at the top of the chat. Might be Georgia TCU. Well, we have to see Penix respond here with a touchdown to a receiver. Throw it to one of your star receivers. And then go for two. Make it 14-11. Asterisks if they win. Yeah, I mean, but they're not going to care. Yeah, I saw what Aiden Hutchinson said. It was a very strange quote. Seton Hall basketball just beats. Yeah, Seton. But the Big East is it's a mosh pit, man. The Big East is always a mosh pit. Home court advantage is so huge in college basketball. So huge. The Big Ten, if you go on the road in the Big Ten in college basketball, you're not winning. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's just crazy. Penix with a pretty nice run, but he slides. Gets about 6 yards. I'm sad I'm a Washington fan. Oh, come on. You can't give up on your team. It's the first quarter. If you score a touchdown here, it's not a big deal. Check out Oregon Ducks basketball. You got to remind me at halftime. The problem is my setup is I need to lock things to the screen. Does anyone know how to lock a tab to the screen? Let's say you have one tab up and it's smaller like a chat tab, but then if you click any other area, that tab goes away. How do you keep that tab up? I swear I can't even Google it because I couldn't even find it. Stephen F. Austin beat Duke. Yeah, those are good. Those are fun moments. Yeah, I think it's a professional background, honestly. You know, some people will get used to it, I think. It's a nice backdrop. It's got little stars and stuff. I've always liked that theme. Like, if there's a theme that I like, it's like, Stardust and things like that. The chat might be a little bit. The chat might be a little bit too fat now that I'm saying like horizontal. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's all right. Wait, you know the wrestler Stardust? Oh, come on. Dude, that dude was a beast. Try asking in the tech channel on Discord. Yeah, maybe I'll have to do that. No picture? No picture, but where is it located? Texas really dropped the ball. You want a Texas-Michigan matchup? This is going to get ugly. I don't know, man. I think they just need a touchdown. Washington just needs a touchdown here. Oh, they already punted. I'll start watching this game, guys. I'm sorry. I thought Washington still had the ball. Blake Corum, a big run. Oh my god. Dude, how slow is... This is ridiculous. How slow is Washington? Blake Corum, of all people, who's 35 and washed. Corum. Michigan has a 90%. Yeah, you're right. They do. They're up. It's going to go higher. It's going to go higher. It hasn't updated yet. It's going to go over 90%, I think. Yeah, it's going to go over 95% maybe. Corum trying to pad his stats. The dude's 33 and he's doing this. It's crazy. Washington can come back. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have a comeback type team. Washington with a comeback. Imagine the greatest comeback in college football history. Place your bets right now. Washington on the money line. Merry Christmas. TCU 2.0. Did I watch? No, I've never seen what that is, Daniel. I thought you were gonna say, did I watch Ozark? Because I have seen Ozark. Yeah, we all know Georgia was one of the best teams, but it is what it is. You know it's a 4-team system. There's gonna be problems. That's why it's expanding. Oregon, yeah, I think Oregon's better than Washington. Remember when I said that? Blake Corum just had the longest run in championship game history. No, he didn't. How long was that? I shouldn't have said that. 229 yards. And I just messed up my setup. Really, I just need the chat. That's it. America's team, huh? Happy New Year. Yeah, Michigan fans just troll by saying America's team. Washington, they need to hold them to a field goal here. Super Bowl lowest ticket being $11K. Dude, if you're like, there's no way people should be going to the Super Bowl if you're not rich. If you make, less than $100K and you're spending $11K on a friggin' Super Bowl ticket, you're an NPC. You need to invest that money. EC, yeah, I never heard of him. He's another sports YouTuber. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. That was a misspeak. You gotta watch what you say. It was 59 yards. Dude calls it the longest run in like history. 59 yards. I mean, I respect it. They had 130 yards, 130 rushing yards, yeah. Now they've got almost 200. Thoughts on that bill? Yeah, I don't know if we're going to talk about politics tonight. You know what I might do? I might do a live stream of the Iowa caucus, if anyone would be interested in that, where we react to whoever wins the Iowa caucus. Because that's coming up actually a week from tonight. Only normies get into 9/11 around 9/11. Yeah, that is true. But that was me like 4 years ago. That was literally me. Buy a Super Bowl ticket? Yeah. That's the last thing I'm going to be spending my money on. Come on. Dogecoin? Come on, man. Dogecoin will probably go to $2, but it's not. There's a lot better options than Dogecoin. When is Neom? Oh, that isn't that kid's like 15 though. I don't really like, people ask for my opinions on these people. They're like 12 years. I don't really want to, he's like 15 years old. Most overrated team in every sport. I really can't answer that right now, honestly. I would have to think about it pretty long and hard. Overrated, it's based on perception. So some people might have different perception than others. It's hard to say. Do a Super Bowl ticket giveaway. Yeah, at 100K. That's a pretty penny. You got free tickets to a Super. You should sell them. All right, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. The longest run in the Natty is Derrick Henry for 50. Well, but it's not. That's not an impressive stat. 59-yard run is not impressive. Is there a way to message you privately? Yeah, you can email me. Go to my Twitter, email, Discord, one of those. Probably Discord is easiest. Really, any of them. Have you seen YouTube shorts of the Michigan fans showing up to the Ohio State games? Yeah, probably a troll, I'll join the stream even though I'm not very political, not because I don't want to get involved. Yeah, I mean, I've always liked politics. I just like I'm just fascinated by it. I like looking at the votes and stuff, you know. Do a video about the mastermind of the Twin Towers. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Well, hopefully I'll hit 100K sometime in March, hopefully. Diamondbacks were fluky. Really, both of the teams in the World Series were fluky. You might get both of the teams miss the playoffs completely. Go to Starbucks and get it. I mean, I already get like 8 pumps already. I'm going to hit 100K. Imagine Mr. Beast just shouts me out and I'm at like 250K. But it would be all fake subscribers because they wouldn't watch my content, you know? That's the problem with shoutouts. That's the sad reality of YouTube. Watch Oppenheimer and review it. Yeah, I mean, that window is past, though, because nobody cares about that anymore. Are you surprised? I'm surprised Michigan has almost 200 rushing yards at the start of the second quarter. How did we get another commercial? Oh, Michigan burns a timeout. Surprise, my biggest fan. Guys, what am I, a charity? You want me to give out a $1,500 gaming setup? Come on. You should do an all-night... Oh, dude, I think everyone's going to be streaming on election night, but that's way down the line. That's like... It still has to warm up and then cool down again for that, you know, because you still have all of the summer. I remember a channel Mr. Beast shouted out with 1.5 million subs but only gets 10K views. That's purgatory, man. That's tough. That's hard. Ever considered a blog review of Progressive Field stadium renovations? I think the renovation, well, actually, it is... Progressive Field caught me off guard because they're changing the seats as well. But, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I know someone who does that. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I know you meant vlog. Tigers will get more than 60 wins. Meet and greet. Yeah, but I don't know where the meet and greet will be. You like my makeup? Dude, I don't even know what makeup. I don't put makeup on. That's a good breakup. That's a good pass breakup. And Michigan will settle for a field goal. This game has come to a winding halt. 13 minutes left in the second quarter. Guy, where do you live? Where do you live? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. I live in Ohio, man. Washington with a stop. Yes, yes, yes. And he barely makes it. Yeah, Dylan, that's pretty accurate, man. That's pretty accurate. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll hit 1 million soon. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like a bunch of trolls just entered. Why you stay in Ohio? I mean, it's my home state, man. What are you talking about? Am I a Buckeyes fan? No. I'm really impartial. I mean, I'm really not rooting against Michigan, am I? When is the next... Yeah, I plan to release a dating video within the next few days. It's very embarrassing. I don't know if I want to make that, man. Those are just... They're just... they're just embarrassing. But I mean, it's just cope. I mean, it is what it is. Donovan Edwards looks better than Derrick Henry. Wait, Donovan Edwards only has 2 carries still. They got to give Donovan Edwards another carry. White Sox win the Central. Dude, I can't even focus on baseball right now. I'd have to look and... I mean, the AL Central sucks, man. Twins, Guardians, the White Sox. Royals always lose 100 games now. Gonna get famous and forget about you. Well, listen, the hardest part is actually getting famous. The people in here are weird. 2020. I think this is a relatively tame chat, honestly. It's a relatively tame chat. First, yeah, I think Washington's going to score a touchdown here. I think Washington scores a touchdown, makes it 17-10. Blocked field goal should not count as a miss. Well, the issue with that is, what if the kicker kicks it really low? Then it is on him. Alex, unfortunately, no. That was clever, though. This is LOL for a championship game. Guys, I knew people were going to say that. I knew people were going to say that. First down up to midfield for Washington. We knew Washington would come back. I thought you said this. Yeah, I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have said that, man. I spoke way too soon. The game just came to a grinding halt. I said the game was flying by. There were 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Fast forward like an hour, and we're barely into the second quarter. Listen, this is a big problem for Washington. They don't even have a run game. They don't have a running back. Penix legacy drive. Yeah, Penix needs a drive right here. The YouTuber Ice. I never heard of that person. Made a diss track. I never heard of that person, man. Come on. You're trolling me. Trending Rabbit. No. Picked off. You guys are ahead of me, Matt. No, you're trolling. Yeah, I'm not going to read that off. Come on. Stop. Didn't realize Penix. Yeah, they're all very old. Good job by not saying that. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That was a clean catch by me. That was a nice little flex. If JJ McCarthy wins, will he go top 10? He's not going to go top 10. He's a midget. Oh, no. What was that? He threw into double coverage. 3rd and 14. You're a big MLB fan? I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but when I was younger, I knew a ton about baseball. I know a lot about baseball, I'll say that. But it's not like I religiously watch it. I never doxed myself, ever. I never doxed myself. I don't know how they found out. But they didn't even find out. You need a Gen X president. Who, Ramaswamy? NFL award predictions. Maybe I'll go through that at halftime and look at the odds and give my predictions. But I mean, this game, it's just 11 minutes left. McCarthy shouldn't be a first-round pick. I did, though. I never doxed myself, man. When did I say where I lived? Yeah, I used to collect baseball cards. I've got a lot of sports cards in general, but I can't sell them. They're all, like, low market cards. But I do have some decent ones. I have some CJ Stroud, like, no autographs, but low number cards. 3rd and 19. Are they going to go for it? Game on the line. Oh, they're punting. No. Who am I voting for in 2024? Dude, I'm, oh, they're going for it here. Man, I do lean, slightly to the right. You want to apply to be a moderator of YouTube or of my YouTube chat or of Discord? Because we have enough YouTube moderators here. The YouTube chat is fine. Wide open. Oh my goodness. How does that happen? And it looks like Odunze has just fallen out of the first round. No, that might have been Penix's. Vivek is from Ohio. Yeah, I know. He's from, like, more southern Ohio than me, though. How much do I have to... Dude, I'm not doing that. It's not even... It's not like... In your driving around vlogs, I looked up non-franchise... I mean, most of the stuff you'll see is, like, in every city, though, man. It's like Starbucks, McDonald's. Come on. It was Penix's fault? Yeah. Penix is choking. Yeah, I think it was Penix's fault. I don't know. Should have been a touchdown. Dude, you're always trolling, that's fine. You can troll. I mean, dude, I troll other groups as well. It's, but I can't make a troll a mod. That's, I just can't do that. Do I listen to country music? Honestly, no. Washington's... Yeah, he's going to have a rage. He's going to have a spasm attack. Your teacher said the voting age should be 0. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's got to be a joke. But guys, what is the point of doxing me? What does it do? I'm not even, like, famous or anything. Oh, you have diecast models? I know diecast, the brand, were models. I know that. Come on. I think, well let's take a look. 93% chance. Michigan beginning at their own 47. You're the classic dude who peaked in high school? Yeah, I definitely didn't peak in high school, that's for sure. She said it was... Oh, then she's not joking. If she's actually saying it's unconstitutional to discriminate, she's a buffoon. Ramaswamy? Dude, that's a great bet. That's a great bet. Who knows? If Trump gets disqualified, he's going to support Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy campaigning to be Trump's VP. Yeah, I mean, he's spending a lot of money, though, man. He's going to a lot of events. I think he might have a decent Iowa performance. I peaked in, like, technically, like, 6th grade, if you want to be technical. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Christian McCaffrey win MVP, personally. Ha. Yeah, no, dude, my jawline is just like that because probably low body fat. Which president do I... Well, I mean, are you talking about Trump or Biden? Or, like, any of the candidates? Blake Corum with a 0-yard gain. Washington puppets forget how to play football. Yeah, Washington needs a stop here badly. I mean, both of these teams have been burning through timeouts. I feel like the 3 timeouts that have been called, they've all taken 20 minutes. Yeah. Oh, man. I turned on live chat. J.J. McCarthy, incomplete. It's got to be incomplete if they're all calling it. Nice knockaway. Yeah, you're right. I needed to go to live chat. You're talking about any candidate? Any candidate who would I want to be president right now? I'd probably say Vivek. Vivek is the smartest. He's the youngest. Well, the youngest, that doesn't always mean the best, but he's the most, he's the most nuanced. That's what I would say. What was that? That's a good stop by Washington. Where did you get the Citadel? I got it off of Steam. It's a game on Steam. I would just search just college basketball simulator on Steam and you'll find it. You're gonna try and catfish me? I'm not on any of that, man. You're not gonna find me. You're not gonna find me, dude. You're gonna take a shower? That's a huge update. Holy shit. Washington halftime's adjustments. Yeah, Washington needs some serious help. Dude, I'm not even from Cleveland, man. I'm not from Cleveland. Will I buy? Yeah, I mean, it would be kind of ridiculous if I didn't buy it, right? I'm gonna obviously buy it. The new NCAA game. It'd be almost it would be pretty much it is impossible to go undefeated. What's the college basketball simulator called? It's Draft Day Sports College Basketball. Just search that 2023 or something. Washington is fucked. Yeah, it looks that way. But I will say you have to download a mod. It could be a little bit tedious. You have to download a mod to get all the teams in it. Because that simulator doesn't own the rights to any college team, so they can't put the teams in it. And you have to download a mod to get all the teams, the correct teams and the logos into it. You could play it on PC. You could play it on PC. Have I ever gotten recognized in public? Well, now, yes, I have. I guess. Technically, yes. $30? Is that what it costs? I don't know if it costs $30. Maybe it did. the Citadel. Yeah, the Citadel. They are an obscure team. You're gonna buy the 2017 one? Man, you're broke, bro. Holy shit. Get NCAA 14 revamped. Yeah, that game costs a lot of money too, just because it's so in demand. Depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to someone from another state and I'm from a suburb, I probably just say the nearest major city where I'm from. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, dude. Come on, I'm not from there. You never finished the massive. Yeah, rest in peace to that bracket, man. That was What a great time. Do a vlog at the Oakland Coliseum. That shithole. Oh my goodness. What a massive sack. And Penix Jr. goes down. Kenneth Grant with the sack. What is the worst college football? Well, wasn't it like Kent State or something this year? Do I own Madden 24? I mean, technically, I guess you could say yes. It's just because I have that Xbox, whatever the bullshit thing is, the $15 a month thing. Milking you for ad revenue. I'll probably make like $70 off of this, I'd say. Off of this live stream, probably. What happened to the one thing in chat where you could send hearts? I took it out. Because it was useless. It's completely useless. That thing with the emoji thing is useless. I finally realized it. It doesn't do anything. And it was clogging up the right side of the chat. Penix, he's only got 3rd and 22. You need to get some yards here. You're inside your own 10. This is going to be a blowout. You need to get at least... You got to get the first down here. Just chuck the ball. Oh, they do a dump off. Yeah, Michigan's just going to rally to tackle him. You ever watch CFL? No, not really. What game was better? I actually think the Georgia game was better. At least the Georgia game was such an epic blowout. This is just kind of just a stinker. Live stream Women's College Softball National Championship. Absolutely. Only the best. That's a guarantee million view stream. I used to spam the heart. Yeah, but that thing is such a piece of shit. It's a terrible feature. Horrible feature. Can I be a mod on Discord? Yeah, you're going to have to message me on Discord if you want to be a mod. But you also have to be active. I need, like, mods that'll be active, you know? Because if you want to be a mod and, you know, you have to be able to control the chat. And you have to be actually active into the dialogue and stuff. Does Ohio have good drivers? I mean, it's like any other state. It's not bad. CFL is better? Really? I could never get into that. It proves that Michigan gained nothing from their alleged cheating. Yeah, I mean, but that's really not how something like that would work. Like, whether you think Michigan would win without the cheating or not, it doesn't absolve them from cheating. But I don't even like talking about the cheating personally. I mean, there's got to be ownership. Like, Ohio State fans always talk about the cheating. It's like, how about Ryan Day constantly looking soft and losing? You just figured out YouTube has custom emojis for live streams, and then you give me an emoji of a deformed whale. What is that? That's crazy, man. That's an interesting emoji there. That's a rare one. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that the backup quarterback in the game now? Oh my goodness. It's about to be maybe 24-3. Yeah, Washington is just getting hammered here. 2017 one was better because Oregon was a powerhouse in basketball. Yeah, with Dylan Brooks. Was that Dylan Brooks? Oh my goodness. I don't know how to react to this. These things are demented, man. Another run. Yeah, these people are just spamming these weird, demented-looking emojis. This is bad. This is bad for my eyesight. What is this? It's strange. A loading emoji. A loading emoji. Come on. Third and long for Michigan. Guys, everyone spam the loading emoji. Everyone spam the loading emoji. Let's see if we can get that going. Yeah, it's there's nothing I can even do about it. Yeah, I don't know who uses these. Oh, you got the YouTube emoji. Oh my goodness. Oh, not the loading emoji, man. The loading emoji. Oh, that is nice. It looks nice. It looks nice. It's like a flower. Wow. All right, all right. It's enough. It's enough of the loading emoji. All right, guys. Seriously though. No, it's enough. It's enough of the loading emoji. Indiana. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Indiana, Michigan Power Center in all caps. Thank you for that. Yes, yes. I appreciate that. The COVID emoji. Make a rule, no more custom. Yeah, I think people will stop, hopefully. Yeah, it turns out I was right. Who would have thought Oregon deserved to be in? Even though Washington was undefeated and Oregon lost to them twice. Imagine they put Oregon in. Opinions on MetLife, a shithole, sadly. Indiana, Michigan. All right, I'll look it up at halftime. I'll look it up at halftime. I'll look it up at halftime. Oh, the loading emoji. Come on, guys. Not that again. I mean, what even happened to this game? This game just randomly goes to commercials for an hour. I'll be looking at the chat for 30 minutes, and then it's still on a commercial. I swear to God. What even happened? It just says a run play happened. They're not even giving like it's just they're making up commercials now. Thoughts on Soldier Field? Very strange. Yeah, Soldier Field was a very peculiar stadium. That's what I'll say on it. Yeah, I'll do NFL awards at halftime. I'll look it up on the betting. I mean, dude, what is going on here? Why are we taking an hour long where we're waving to the children, hi, but what are we doing? There's 5 minutes left in the second quarter. How many timeouts have there been? I don't even know what happened. Yeah, I have ESPN. What are you talking about? Yeah, Doge is getting a little wild. Doge, if you send me 15 Doge coins, I'll let it slide. Send me 15 Doge coins. NBA, yeah, they just make up timeouts. They make up. There's just 4th and 3, and wow, Michigan is pussying out. Pathetic. Do you think Maryland basketball is good? The Big Ten in basketball is so hard. I really don't think Maryland's very good. I know they had a really easy non-conference. Did they beat Purdue? I know they had a home game with Purdue. I don't know. Oh, they would have lost that game then because Purdue only has one loss right now. Mason Rudolph, yeah, Mason Rudolph plus 5 trillion. This game is somehow, well, this game is really slow now. These teams are just calling timeouts on every play. Late night coping. You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna do like an after hours live stream, and just have it only for channel members, and try and get into some conversation. I hope Washington comes back as well, but at this point, I mean, look at J.J. McCarthy, 3 of 7 for 55 yards. 3 carries, 93 yards, and a touchdown for Donovan Edwards. Oh, so they are going to, yeah, this is what Michigan should do. Hassan Haskins, plus a quatillion for an MVP. Commercial, yeah, if this was Fox, dude, if this was Fox, we would be basically getting an infomercial. It would be 13 minutes left in the second quarter. They should do it on CBS. Thoughts on Ohio State season? I mean, not good enough. So you lose to Michigan, you don't make the playoff. When you have that amount of talent, you need to be better. All right, 4th and 3 this could be a good chance for Washington. Wow, Washington with a big play. And Washington takes over now. J.J. McCarthy kind of looks like a little bitch running to the sideline like that. A juice tier list. Really? They have those? Like apple juice? You just got back? Yeah, this game's crap. They've been taking timeouts every 2 minutes. Who would you pick to win between Washington and Florida State? Well, Florida State with their injuries, I would pick Washington. Ohio State goes 10-2. Yeah, I would expect it. They're still loaded. Michigan got away with a hold. Yeah, but a lot of teams do. A lot of teams get away with holding. Second, yeah, Washington needs a touchdown here. I mean, Washington does get the ball to start the second half. I think Will Howard will be pretty good. Will Howard's an underrated quarterback. Nothing like a championship game starts at 4:30. Well, yeah, if you're on the West Coast, it starts at 4:30. Sitting in traffic for 40 minutes. Wow. I mean, but that's nice, man. It's only like 5 o'clock in the afternoon there. Or 6 o'clock now. Thoughts on Fleming to Penn State? Good pickup. Fleming is, he's a talented player, but he definitely struggles to catch the ball. He's very inconsistent, but he can make big catches. Oh, that's a pretty nice gadget play. Washington really didn't execute that well, but they still got a first down. Little delayed screen to a slot receiver. Packers making the conference championship next year. I mean, we'll see what the Packers do in the offseason, but, Jordan Love is developing pretty nicely. Washington with another first down. You want to let this clock run. Let the clock run if you're Washington. Don't give Michigan a chance to have any time left at the end of the first half. Make a video on NFL teams with bright futures. Yeah, that could be an idea. NFL teams that will be better or something. Everyone who is, well, you have to be subscribed to even comment on here. And I think that was a great move by me by changing that, because the problem is what would happen, especially with live streams like this. You would just get random people just commenting and derailing it, but now it's changed, so the chat is a lot better. Steelers playoffs in the next 5 years. I mean, they already made the playoffs this year. What do you think? What do you think? How Michigan's situation next year is going to affect their season? Oh, I mean, it looks like Harbaugh is leaving. I mean, it makes sense. He's facing a big suspension. They're about to win the national title. He can roll off into the sunset and not have to deal with any of it. Maybe a pass interference that wasn't called. Was that Will Johnson on the coverage? The former 5-star. No, it's not Will Johnson. It's their other corner. Yeah, that's probably a penalty. I don't know, man. It depends how hard they're letting him play. It just depends on the referees. Washington gets the ball to start the second half. Yeah, they need to score here. One thing about Penix, he will spread the ball around. Real NPCs of the world are the people who say, see you next year, right before going on Christmas. Well, isn't that just like a dad joke or something? I've never heard of that YouTuber. No, I've never heard of that. Oh, now they throw a flag. Michigan pass interference. It's 8 o'clock and you got school. What are you in? Dude, you got to do your math homework, brother. Do your Algebra 1 homework. Jim Harbaugh to Atlanta. I mean, it's possible. Or the Chargers. That's what I heard. Yeah, there's no bots because bots can't do. They can't subscribe, so they can't. They're not gonna be in here. Yeah, Washington's in field goal range, but they need a touchdown. They're at the 8-yard line. If I'm Washington, I'm running the ball right here. Run the ball. Run the ball here. It's very important that you run the ball. You're going to give Michigan a bunch of time. Yeah, run the ball. Get like 5 or 6 yards. That's nice. Get down to the 5. Let's see if Michigan burns a timeout here. Well, Michigan still should have time left. Michigan should still have time left. Was the... Yeah, I was on the list, man. You got me. Do you think there should be an age limit for insurance of a 5-year sophomore? Oh, you got to call a timeout now if you're Michigan. Call a timeout. Yeah, there it is. Absolutely. Michigan wants the ball back. I hope you appreciate my presence in the chat. It's great to have you. Yeah, I get called an NPC a lot. It's understandable. It's understandable. Yeah, the Falcons did fire their coach. Math has been your favorite subject throughout high school. Yeah, man, I was not good at math. I was really good at math in elementary school. I was one of the top. I always knew how to do addition and subtraction really fast. English is the worst. Yeah, we had some weird English teacher, man. She got in a crazy argument with a student. Yeah, I remember when he called the timeout. Well, how about also not running a QB sneak there at the end? I'm surprised maybe people did talk about it and I just didn't watch it. Like, do you guys remember the Alabama game where Michigan was at the 1-yard line? Alabama wasn't even in goal line defense. Michigan was in shotgun in the end zone. Theoretically, Bama could have gotten a safety and won the game. Penix on a QB run. Oh, you got to go for it. You got to go for it on 4th down if you're Washington at the 2-yard line. How is the Tinder? Yeah, I'm not on Tinder, man. I'll do a video on it. Not good. Would I ever take a normal job? You know, I was just reflecting on my job and stuff, and it's very strange, you know. My job is it's very strange to have a job like this. There's no structure to it, which is a good, you know, because you don't have a boss or anything. But it's just, There's pros and cons. They're going to call a timeout. No, they get it off. 4th and goal, huge play. Touchdown with a flag. Probably pass interference on the defense. And it looks like Washington is coming back with a big drive. I do think Dallas will cover that 6.5, but I don't know, man. Green Bay they've been good. They've been good, but I mean, I like Dallas at home personally. Looks like holding on the defense. Yep, on Will Johnson, and it's 17-10. I remember vividly my 3rd grade teacher reading us a book about MLK Jr. and then all the white kids had to apologize. Yeah, that's really weird, man. We didn't have to deal with that because it wasn't a crazy amount of white guilt when I grew up. There was less of it, but now I'm sure it's really bad. 17-10. What happened to Tiger Woods? I didn't hear about that. No. Michigan with a hard choke. Washington does get the ball to start the second half. Man, Michigan didn't even cover him. The playoff should have been Georgia, Michigan, Bama, Ohio State. Am I into metal music? I listened to that one song, You Can't Kill the Metal. Remember that from Guitar Hero? You graduated high school? Yeah, dude, I graduated high school basically the same time you did. Yeah, woke wasn't even a word when I was... I mean, I guess it technically was, but... 34-23. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right now. That's looking decent. Oh, they got the halftime show coming up. Yep. Yeah, Michigan has a style of defense where they're very aggressive, yes. First and 10. Colston Loveland. Michigan might get a field goal here. They've got no timeouts. You still don't know what woke means. It's you got to be aware of your privilege, brother. Come on. You got to wake up, be aware. You're trolling, man. Stop. Yeah, Michigan with 16 seconds left. What does a perfect world look like? I mean, I think the world, there's nothing, I just want to be financially free mainly. Financially free, have a wife. That's basically it. Napster they're trolling, man. They're trolling. I use Spotify, guys. Stop. 3rd and 3. Oh, and an incompletion, and Michigan's going to have to punt. You got to punt. There's no way you'd give Washington the ball at midfield. Sharon Moore likely he's going to cry again. They went to Sharon Moore. Stop flexing that you're ahead of me. You're not 2 minutes ahead of me, bro. You're full of shit. You're not gay, but if you were gay, you would go for me. Jigglypuff, wow. That's an interesting statement. Ole Miss next year. I mean, they're going to get a lot of hype for sure. Yeah, Michigan's punting. They're taking a delay game. They're punting. I don't think I can remove it. Alex, I don't think I can remove it. How else are people going to know me by? Connor Stallion's making an appearance. I use YouTube to listen to like mashups. That's what I use YouTube for. Sharon Moore literally was crying again. Did you see that, dude? I mean, what in the hell? Why'd that dude just feel? Oh, I thought Michigan was receiving that punt for a second. You tore your Achilles? Yeah, that happens randomly. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but it does happen randomly. This is good, man. This is a good close game. People will be engaged. Why can't you delete messages? I didn't change any settings. I don't know. I didn't change any settings about deleting messages. Michigan and Washington have the same amount of first downs. Actually, that's a good idea. You're right. Michigan has 290 yards, man. 160. I mean, Michigan should be up by 2 touchdowns right now. They should be up by a lot more with their rushing. 8 for 84, 3 for 93. Just crazy. 209 rushing yards. They really should be up by more than this. I mean, but they should have been up by more on Bama. Could be a big swing. I agree, man. Talia transfers to Miami. Yeah, I would think so. Miami needs a quarterback desperately. Good qualities in a girl. Good. You got to be in, good shape, preferably thin. Not really not. I'm not a fan of girls that are obsessed with Instagram, things like that. Oregon basketball. What do you want me to look up on Oregon? Did Joe Biden cause inflation? Well, it's not that simple. But Joe Biden really didn't cause anything. He can barely speak. That's why a lot of people don't like Joe Biden. J.J. McCarthy, I mean, I guess he's not playing the best, but they've had a bunch of good runs. Yeah, I don't know why Michigan doesn't use Donovan Edwards more. You started drinking herbal teas. Yeah, I might have to get back on those. I might have to try that. Just pay for YouTube Premium. Out of all the streaming, it's the most useful. YouTube Premium for what? Oh, streaming like sports, you mean? Or will it give me more features? Good quality. Yeah, that's a big one actually with those dating sites. All right, guys. They're probably the MVP odds are probably going to be on here. Hold on. They're probably in specials. Jim Harbaugh coaching first game. LA Chargers plus 170. But where's Michigan? See, that's kind of a bullshit thing. Who will be the next head coach of the Falcons? Harbaugh plus 325, Bieniemy plus 900, Ben Johnson plus 300, Belichick plus 300. Boy, they just offer horrible odds. Antonio Pierce, he's not leaving. So this is... We're just going to have to search it then. Vegas Insider. Wow, Lamar Jackson. All right, let me pull the chat back up. Let me see if I can pull the chat back up. I'm sorry. All right, Lamar Jackson, I guess, is his second MVP. Well, McCaffrey's plus 425, but yeah, those are crazy odds. Offensive Player of the Year, McCaffrey, very likely going to win that. Tyreek Hill. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, possibly. I know TJ Watt had the most sacks, but probably Myles Garrett. I don't want to even freaking click off of this thing. Shut up. Oh my God. NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, CJ Stroud, pretty much guaranteed. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I don't know why Jalen Carter is the favorite. Why would Jalen Carter be the favorite? He did nothing in the second half of the year. Damar Hamlin, minus 300, Damar Hamlin. Joe Flacco, plus 200. People are going to be outraged by that. Stefanski, minus 1,000 for Coach of the Year. Maybe D'Amico Ryans, I don't know. How often are you monitoring Discord? I'm really not a mod. I'm just the owner. I'm just like the owner. I mean, technically I can do stuff, but it's not like I'm really not a mod on my Discord. Oregon got AP votes. Oregon basketball making a comeback. Doesn't Oregon basketball have three former 5-star centers or something? Puka Nacua, yeah, there's no way they're going to give it to him because of what Stroud did. I mean, it's just ridiculous. What is a Discord mod? No, it's just, you can moderate my Discord chat. Dude, I was trying to be this mod on this one channel. I'm just trolling these people. It's funny. But I'm not going to become a mod. Damar Hamlin, because it's just based on a bullshit. It's crap. There's no way you can give him comeback. He didn't come back. He didn't play, the whole point of it is you come back and you play well. That's the idea of it. What were the odds on CJ Stroud Rookie of the Year? Oh, he was probably plus 2,000, dude. Because that was a terrible situation. Kit Kat or Reese's. I mean, I like both of them. I could go for some Reese's right now, man. I'm starving. We don't have any food right now. I might have to order a DoorDash. Order a DoorDash right now. Dude, I might have to order a DoorDash. I don't even have it set up. Commenters. I mean, I recognize a few people on here. MSU winning March Madness. Guys, my thighs are so sore. Holy crap. Where does... Oh, Brock Bowers? Probably. It looks like to the Chargers, I would guess. But that could change. Have you played Fortnite? Yeah, I mean, I used to play it. What light do I use for... I normally never have my light on in my room. Yeah, you can well, no, you would have to know where my address is. You can DM me and buy me something. and then you just buy me like a coffee or something. The only thing I can't have is like coffee because it's got a lot of caffeine. Hamlin he's winning he's getting the award for 2 tackles. DoorDash some Chipotle. Yeah, dude, that's... You recognize half the people? Really? I recognize maybe like I would say a fourth. Brock Bowers is a top 5 prospect. Laporta will be... No. Laporta is not going to be better than Kelsey. Come on. He's going to have a good career. Jay, what's up? A video of me playing Retro Bowl. I don't know what that is. Just go drive and pick it up. I can't. I'm streaming. Yeah, I don't know about half. Just do a quick juice tier list. I mean, I don't even think I know enough juices to even do it, man. All right, let's see. Let's see. Dude, I don't know any of the... What even is this? Orange juice, grape juice. Dude, who has grape juice? Well, I'd say B tier for that. Oh. Cranberry? Oh. This is the punch. Apple juice. Yeah, apple juice is solid. Oh, not the coconut. Is that the coconut thing? We'll put both of those together. It's like you have dark and light. Put that there. Lemon, there's barely any flavor. Cucumber, there's no flavor. Oh. Strawberry is really good. Pineapple's good. Orange is... It's very strong. Cantaloupe, what the hell? Onion? Oh. Something like that, man. Something like that. How is fruit punch even a juice? Am I patriotic? Dude, come on. I'm really patriotic. I love the country. Mango? Dude, you're fruity for saying that. Come on. You're drinking cranberry juice? Dude, that stuff, that's like you drink it in church. Can you make a video explaining the Afghanistan withdrawal? Yeah, that would be a tough one to do. College football logos, there's hundreds of those. There's no way I could rank something like that and get it done. I would have to rapid fire it. Lemonade. Yeah, lemonade can go up a little bit higher, I guess. Pineapple is actually good, man. Pineapple is really good. They would never have a tier list like that. They're not going to have a tier. It's not going to be made where like you could do every game. Who wins Defensive Player of the Year? I believe Myles Garrett's going to win it based on odds. Grape juice, best juice. Yummy. Oh my goodness. War in Ukraine. War in Ukraine. Who wins? I think, you know what, dude? I'm a big Russian asset. I like Russia. Dude, I hate NATO. I'm just sick of it. Thoughts on Georgia Tech versus Miami ending? Mario Cristobal, it's unfortunate. Russia minus 150 to win. Russia-Ukraine war odds. Russia-Ukraine war. But you can't bet on it, can you? No, they're not going to. Oh, no, I don't want to go to that site. That's... Yeah, that's the market that always does it. Best... Dude, I'm so hungry, man. I can't... Please stop with the food. Georgia Tech is back. They're winning a bowl game. Thoughts? I can't speak on that situation. They'll demonetize it. Yeah, I wanted to see if there were actual odds. Trying to find odds on the freaking war. What does it look like? Can you bet on World War III? No. Here's why. Well, I mean, it depends what site you go to. I wonder if that one site... Yeah, this is the site. Crypto. Guys, I bought I'm trying to buy a crypto... I'm trying to buy a cat NFT. I'm trying to buy a cat NFT for 0.3 ETH. I'm trying to buy... it's releasing tomorrow. Will Ethereum hit $2,000 or $2,500? What are you talking about? Oh, because it's at like 23 right now. That makes sense. Stay away from airdrops. Airdrops are scam central. OpenSea token. Oh, if there's actually an OpenSea token. Bonk. Yeah, that's not hitting a new all-time high. Not this quickly. Middle East. Wait, what about United States? Here it is. President winner Donald Trump, the favorite, 47% chance. Joe Biden with a... Yeah, somebody was saying this was good value. Nikki Haley, the third favorite. Gavin Newsom, RFK, DeSantis. Good value on Vivek. Vivek, take me to the promised land. You're already rich. Kamala Harris. AOC. They couldn't even spell her name out. They couldn't even spell her name out. Kanye West. Absolutely. It should be plus $1 billion for Kanye West. Who will be named in the Epstein documents? Bill Gates, Piers Morgan, Elon Musk is not going to be getting named. You put $100 on Trump. You would love pineapple. Yeah, that sounds good, man. Throw $10 on Vivek. Yeah, that seems like a good value, but that's a good value play. Do I think Washington will make the playoffs? It's going to be tough. Washington's going to a much better conference. No Penix. The receivers are gone. They're losing some defenders. I mean, they're getting Will Rogers, the transfer from Mississippi State, who kind of had a down year. But I don't think they're going to make the playoffs next year, honestly. LSU versus USC week 1 next year. Yeah, Miller Moss, Heisman week 1 probably. Vivek will, well, he'll lose because he's Indian. This is the United States. We only, yeah. I like Vivek a lot. Oregon would be smoking Michigan. I like Oregon. I do like Oregon. Supposedly in Poland you can bet money on wars. I mean, you can bet money on this side on wars too. Dan Lanning was there. Where at the game? Dude, I'm starving, man. Are people overreacting about the Eagles' downfall? I mean, not really. The Eagles are now, they're losing. When you lose 5 out of 6 games at the end of the season, now that's a horrible sign. I don't think the Eagles are going to do much in the playoffs. Originally, I was like, I'm still, like, the Eagles are still fine, but now that they've lost these back-to-back games to really bad teams, there's something clearly wrong. Do you think RFK will hurt Trump or Biden more? He's going to hurt Trump by, I'd say maybe a point more, but it should even out with Cornel West hurting Biden, the Green Party candidate. Washington will definitely regress. But Jalen is still... Oh, Kellen, you mean? Yeah. Caden. Vivek for VP. It's possible. But there's been rumors that he doesn't want a VP position. Maybe he'll take another cabinet position. Dan Lanning was at the halftime show. We need an updated bracketology. Yeah, there were a lot of crazy college basketball games, that's for sure. College basketball is just, there's so many upsets. Lizzo is, she's out there dancing. The Rock is probably running in 2028, it looks like. He's setting up to run in 2028. There's no way The Rock would run in 2024. It's too late. It's too late. Unless he wants to swoop in like the little hero of the Democratic Party. When do you see a third-party candidate? I still think it would... not this year. Obviously not this year. I mean, 2028. I think more and more people are starting to try and leave a little bit both parties, but it's not going to be for a while. Yeah, I think The Rock's probably going to run as a Democrat or an independent, one of those two. Oh, toaster strudels are good, man. Oh, I haven't had a toaster strudel in like 7 years. Can I make an Epstein vid? That kind of content is not... I mean, there was somebody like a normie person on Twitter that was like, why is no YouTuber doing videos on Epstein? It just all get demonetized. There's no incentive to do it. Rock Cena, remember that the greatest WWE WrestleMania match ever? What was that in like 2011? At Sun Life Stadium, I think, in Florida. Penix. Yeah, Penix always autocorrects to penis. It was happening to me at a certain point, I remember. I'm secretly a crypto billionaire now. I mean, dude, I could show you my portfolio if you wanted. But I don't know if I should do that. Yeah, toaster strudels are good, man. Slide your loyal fans $1,000 each. I mean, I honestly, dude, I don't really... I do know a lot of... there's some certain people that I know that have been fans of me for a while. There are some people that I know. Is McCarthy worth a first-round pick? I don't think so, man. But someone's going to take a chance on him, I would say, mid-first. Thank you, I appreciate it. Lights out. Am I into golf? I feel like, you get into golf the older you get. So it's a very calming sport. Best breakfast food. Dude, you want to know those? You remember? I don't know if they discontinued them. Those cinnamon bites at McDonald's. Cinnabites, Cinnabon. Oh man, it's the second half. And Washington gets the ball. I gotta actually drink something. Oh. And Washington. Music, I appreciate it. Yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. Keep stacking it up. Oh, what a knockaway. Maybe an interception. Will Johnson with an interception. No, I was referencing, I'm not saying I'm old, I'm saying I think I'll like golf later in life. That's what I meant by that. Yeah, what an interception by Will Johnson there. It's going to be close. I think he dropped it. Music. Thank you, music. Yes, very nice. I mean, it's like, dude, these calls are so weird, man. Whenever I'm doing a live stream, there's always this weird call. I think it's going to be ruled an interception. Yeah, they ruled it an interception. They reviewed it, I guess, really quickly. Yeah, that was a terrible start for Washington. They needed to come out and score, too. What happens to us in a nuclear war? I mean, it depends how out of control it gets. But, you know, there would be major areas that would be uninhabitable. That would be best case. How are you ahead of me now? You probably... Did you pause it or something? Huge run from Blake Corum down to the 15. Michigan probably getting the championship taken away. Yeah, I don't know what the NCAA will do. I'm guessing we're going to have to get like more information and stuff, and once the public outrage kicks back up, they'll probably... Something will happen, I'm sure. Yeah, Dylan, I mean, I've actually thought about it, like, because I know literally everyone's opinion is if somebody sends a nuke, the entire world's done. But I do think, like, maybe two different countries send nukes and it ends up, I don't know. I think there's scenarios where there could be pockets that would be salvageable. But I know everyone's opinion is, oh, if a one nuke gets sent, the entire world is over because everyone just starts nuking each other. But I don't know if that's actually how it would work in real life. I think it's a lot more complicated than that. Have you been to a spring training game? No, there was talk that we were going to do that when I was younger, like go to Arizona, because that's where the Indians then played, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's got to be a really laid back trip, go down to Arizona. Baseball, the only thing I would hate about that is just sitting in the sun. That would be the problem. You went to the Ohio State spring game and have a picture of McCord? Yeah, well, you can take a picture of him on Syracuse now. Second and 13 and second and 18 now. Michigan with a false start. This is a good job by Washington. Force the field goal. It's a manageable game. You're only down 10 points. I don't even know what are you talking about? Big beautiful salad, maybe a taco salad. Are you talking about women? J.J. McCarthy gets it knocked down. What a job by Washington. Third and 18. Do you ever think you're imagining everything go? No, I was never I was never really like that. That's like the whole idea of living in a simulation. I mean, I've thought about it. It kind of freaks me out a little bit, you know. Yeah. Do you think the Democrats run Biden? I mean, it's getting pretty late in the game now, isn't it? You know? It seems like it's getting pretty late to prop someone else up because they can't prop up Kamala. And a short completion. It's going to be a field goal. Yeah, you're right. I am starving. You think McCord will play decent with the orange? No, I think he'll be humbled. He'll be like, they'll go like 6-6. Syracuse will be like 6-6 well, Syracuse does have a very easy schedule, but oh, you know what I can do? I can do schedules. I'll try and do a video like that. Yeah, that should be it. Go over team schedules. The best teams in the Big Ten and the SEC. Oh, I got to take magnesium. I didn't need a vitamin D. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I had about 4 or 5 good days of sleep, and then last night was tough. Last night wasn't a great night of sleep. I'm sure tonight will probably be, I don't know. It's hard when you do these live streams late. But I mean, if I can sleep at like midnight, I'll be fine. Midnight, even 12:30, even 1 a.m. Iowa is a dark horse. I mean, they're gonna have the narrative on their side with the new coordinator. Oh, they're gonna be changed, you know, with the new coordinator. Who is winning the Super Bowl? Believe it or not, I have the Bills winning the Super Bowl. How do I like my steak cooked? I'm not a fan of a lot of blood in it, you know, so really, I don't really care as long as it's not really raw. It doesn't really bother me. And I'm like, I always said like medium well, but I know people say, oh, that's way too, you know, that you're overcooking it. It just doesn't really bother me one way or another. But yeah, I've been eating steak and things like that, trying to eat stuff like that. MLB playoff predictions. Dude, that's a tough video, man. MLB's really unpredictable. But I mean, that would have to come in like March, wouldn't it? That's like March Madness. I'm just kind of enjoying, you know, doing whatever video. I had a big year last year and stuff, so I mean, not that I'm taking time off or anything, but, you know. I'm waiting for the next Titan situation, if you guys remember that. All right, can we get this going, please? Oh, that punter you're talking about? I heard something about him being innocent. I don't know. I didn't look into it good enough. Would you judge one of your friends if they told you they cried about something? I wouldn't care, honestly. Imagine someone predicts a perfect MLB season, including playoffs and spring training. Well, then obviously we would call them a time traveler. If they predicted a perfect record on every team, yeah, it's just impossible. Strong, independent black woman. That's a thing my brain always messes up, women and woman. There's nothing in your life and you don't know what you're going to do. I mean, I don't know if I'm the person that can even help you, man. I don't think I am. Music, wow. You're paying for my Dunkin' Donuts coffee tomorrow. My decaf, you're paying for it, man. Holy shit. Massive toenail. Oh, man. Do a video on the hotel. Oh, is that what was in Fort Worth they were talking about? The chat was talking about a bomb in Texas. With all of these donations, yeah, with inflation, it might burn into it. Big penis energy on this drive, yes. College World Series prediction. Probably teams in the SEC like Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt will make it. I mean, I know they're really good at baseball. Huge gain for Washington. All around you know what to do outside China, and it's music. Wow, music. You're really going big. You're going big, man. I appreciate it. Most perfect March Madness bracket has a 1 in 9.2. Yeah, I think that's how many so we're trying to find out what's after trillion because like we own these meme coins and there's so many zeros and stuff. I think it is quadrillion. That's what people were saying. Throw it in a bagel. Throw it in maybe a little cream cheese. Maybe a little cream cheese on the side now. 2nd and 10. I'm not even watching the game. I just blurt out 2nd and 10. There's 10 minutes left in the third quarter still. Starbucks or Dunkin'? I go to both of them. I think Dunkin' is better, but Starbucks has a better aesthetic, if that makes sense. Starbucks has a better ambiance. Quadrillion is what it is. Do you remember the planet that's made of diamonds and they estimated the value of it? They estimated the value of it to be 26.9 nuntillion. I have to look that up. The diamond planet. Still in high school, so I usually miss a lot of the first round of March Madness. But this... Wow, dude, that's nice. Yeah, that's elite. Dude, I just ended up just... When you get to like a junior, you just start skipping and yeah, you just start skipping it. I mean, I wouldn't take that advice, but $3.99, thank you. Bodymore 17, I appreciate it. It is crazy how nobody knows, like, after a trillion, nobody talks about it. Quadrillion, Imagine someone became a sextillion millionaire. Sextillionaire. Wow. It's impossible. Yeah, Krispy Kreme is the best by far. In terms of donuts. A field goal attempt, and it's good. And Washington with a response. Trying to keep it close. You ever work out at Planet Fitness? A few times, years ago, but yeah, I mean, I've worked out there. It's just that, it's the most gimmicky. They've got like thousands of locations. It's like Anytime Fitness. Yeah, you're a sophomore? Yeah, you'll be able to start skipping a lot more when you're a junior. I didn't skip much when I was a sophomore or anything like that. Yeah, the submersible videos, those were great. Most NPC drink, probably a latte. Will Washington make a comeback? Oh, in this game? I'm going to say, yeah, I think Washington wins this game outright. I think Washington makes the comeback. They got to stop the run, though. Well, actually, the other problem is Washington has no run game themselves. Why do you think younger people do not like baseball? It's just they don't have the patience for it. Ja Moran out for the season. What happened to him? Did he get suspended again? I'm kidding. You've inspired me to skip classes once I get my license. Yeah. I don't, I mean, listen, you got to do, you got to, it's your decision, that's, I don't know. I mean, obviously you don't want to fail. I never failed a class or anything, but I mean, it got pretty bad. Yeah, I'll probably be doing an EA Sports Dynasty. Quabble Cup is yeah, the fake. What a wacko. The fake YouTuber. Yeah, honey buns are good, man. I haven't had a honey bun in a while. Oh man, I remember when I was randomly, maybe I was like maybe during COVID or even just before that. So I would have been like 19, 20, somewhere around there. I just went up to the gas station, got these two massive honey buns, and I kept just eating them, man. They're just so bad for you, but they taste so good. Remember when they were saying Stroud? Yeah, that test needs to be thrown away. It's that test obviously doesn't. It's pretty much useless. If you see something like that where Stroud scores the worst and then has that rookie year, it's just ridiculous. No, the Pistons are not the worst sports team ever. I mean, they're bad, but they're competitive in a lot of games. Yeah, that was a crazy video of the Titans cornerback, Caleb Farley. Charlotte Dynasty. Yeah, the most random team. The most random FBS team. Yeah, this game is, well, I mean, technically it's only 10 o'clock, and you know this game's gonna, well, actually, if the game started at like 7:40, yeah, it is going by kind of slow now. But it's typical college football. They always take 4 hours. I thought Donovan Edwards was gonna break another one. Candy cane filled donut, dude. A minty donut? Come on. South Florida Dynasty? Yeah, that would be a good one. You should play Political Machine. Do you know? So there's actually a game called Political Machine. I don't know if this is what you're referencing. The first video I ever, well, it wasn't the first video, but it became the first video because I deleted other videos or privated them. Technically, my first video is me playing a game called The Political Machine in 2020. And it was like, I forgot what it was. It might have been Mitch McConnell. Richmond Spiders, but not in football though, because they're FCS. I couldn't do that. I'd have to bring them to FBS. I mean, I guess you can, you know. Richmond has a nasty looking logo. The Citadel Dynasty in football. Yes, I'm the Music Lights in Discord. Yeah, you're my main mod, man. I appreciate that. That's very nice. That's very nice of you. Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for the game to go to just come down to the final play. So I guess I'm rooting for Washington to come back. Immaculate Grid. Yeah, I mean, I've tried that a few times. I'm not the best at it. Yeah, Richmond has a pretty crazy logo. It's got to be hard to market that for people that are afraid of spiders. Dude, that's a nasty logo, man. Oh, I don't think you guys will be able to see it because my face is probably blocking it. Have I ever vaped? I never really got into it. I mean, maybe a few times. No, I just had the CBD vapes. That was about it. But honestly, maybe, I mean, if it helps you go to sleep, I guess it's fine. Panera Bread. Yeah, we used to have a big Panera Bread at my mall. It was a massive Panera Bread. I don't know how the Panera... It was one of the bigger Panera Bread... One of the bigger Panera Breads in existence. It was crazy. Best Christmas present? It was like a Lego City Hospital was my best... Actually, I have to say an iPod Touch 4th generation. Yeah, I would expect the Commanders to change their name. It seems like it's coming. No one to... Oh, you want to be a mod, man? I mean, the thing is, we do have a lot of mods already. Because, I mean, you can see a lot of mods commenting on here. But I can make you a mod if you want. Is it gay to like candles and good spelling? I don't think so, man. I was never a hard ass, you know, like, oh, bro, you know. But, I mean... There's a lot of people like that on the internet. A lot of male advice and things like that. I mean, if you get like some of it is good advice. A lot of it is like, I don't know. Just depends. If you're scared of spiders, dude, spiders are. I mean, I'm not scared of them. Like, you know, I mean, if I have to kill one, I'll kill it. But like, imagine a massive spider. That's come on, like a 10-foot spider. I had this pill in my hand, and it just exploded. Oh. First video I saw you did a tier list going into 2022 season, and I hated you. Seems about right. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I gotta not do that anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't paint your fingernails, man. Washington only down by a touchdown. One score game. And they have the ball. Favorite animal. My favorite animal probably... Probably. I mean, I don't mind cats. I know a lot of people just hate cats. I really do like cats. I mean, I'm trying to get like a cat NFT. Probably dogs, but I do like cats as well. Ever randomly inhale and feel... No, I don't have any chest problems. Are you getting anything to eat? I have to get something to eat when I go downstairs after the live stream. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what happened there. Dude just got torched. Thoughts on religion? It's a very hard question. There's a lot of ways you can look at religion. You know, religion creates morals, but it also creates war. It's a very... There's no way I'd be able to answer a question like that, you know. I know I'm not trying to be deep or anything, but it's a very hard question to... 2nd and 10. Michael Penix Jr. with a bomb, finally a deep pass, and double coverage. You'll order me a pizza. Yeah, you would love that. You would love me to put my address out here, wouldn't you? A lot of people just hate cats. Yeah, I like cats, honestly. Atlanta bread? I don't know. Is that just a local place that's like Panera Bread? Final four predictions. I would have to. You know what? Yeah. If you just pull up like T rank. I can't. I misspelled that entire thing. Well, the thing is, I can't see behind my microphone. All right, there we go. Final four predictions. I'll just rapid fire it. I think Purdue gets there with the narrative of them losing against the 16 seed. They'll get there. I think BYU makes a run and gets there. I think we get a blue blood, so we get Michigan State back to the Final Four, and then we get a random team, and we get a team like Utah making the Final Four. That would be my Final Four. That's just a random prediction. A deep pass and an incompletion, and Washington's going to punt. This game has gotten worse. Can you explain what Sam Bankman-Fried did? Well, he just scammed a bunch of people. He just scammed a bunch of people. But the thing is, dude, so this is the thing with, like, FTX. Nobody, I don't want to say this, but, like, I have a decently big crypto portfolio, and the idea that I would hold an exchange token, like a stable coin exchange token, because people always say, oh, people must have lost so much money. Not really. 99% of our funds are held offline in actual coins, not an exchange token. And you're not holding coins on an exchange. I mean, technically, yeah, people do hold coins on exchanges. But the way that was made, they tried to make that seem like, oh my God, Everyone lost all of their cryptocurrency. It's just not true. Holding your coins on an exchange is risky anyways. Yeah, this game has gotten worse. That's what I said. It's gotten severely worse. It's unfortunate. Keep grinding. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just grinding, man. That's it. Raiders are in purgatory. Yeah, they need to draft a quarterback. But that's the problem with being in purgatory. You don't have a high enough pick. They are. I mean, that's exactly what they are. What are they, like 7 and 10, 8 and 9? I mean, it's, or maybe they're 9 and 8 now. It's gonna end at midnight. It's just such a charade, man. This game, it's not even like this game's that high scoring, and it's still ridiculous. Your messages stopped appearing. I don't know how. It's on live chat. They should all appear. Golden Corral. Yeah, I mean, Golden Corral is... it's understandable. It's easy for families. The game sucks. Yeah, that's how I was about the Washington-Texas game. Make a YouTube series about advertisements and commercials. Yeah, anytime you can find a niche like that. DC or Marvel. I mean, I like Batman and Spider-Man. That's who I like. Oh, not the loading emojis again. God, please no. Was it lagging? I don't know, man. I don't want to jinx my computer, but my computer really hasn't lagged at all when I live stream ever since I got it like a year ago. Do a stream watching your old private videos. Oh, God, man. I actually do have a lot of privated videos, so they're not deleted, but they're not public. I don't know why I privated them and didn't just delete them. What car do you drive? Pretty I'm not gonna say what car I drive but it's not like I drive anything special or anything like that. I mean, it's a 2014 model. Oldest video, it would be from 2020. I never put ketchup on my. I don't know what you're talking about. I never put ketchup on my face for a video, man. Yeah, this is a good job by Washington. Pin them deep. Pick 6 on this drive. It's possible. Yeah, used Ferrari from 2014. Do I have siblings? Yeah, I do have a brother. How do you think they will do in the everyone's asking me about the Big Ten commercial. I mean, they're probably just going to add the teams in, and it'll just be another stop in California for that commercial. Man, Michigan's offense, they just run up the middle on every play. 3rd and 9. Rarely will I watch my old videos. Rarely. Slopfest. Yeah, that sounds like me. Looks like a Dodge. No, not quite. But I mean, it's not like I had any choice on which car I got. I mean, when I buy my own car, it'll be interesting. JJ McCarthy with a first down. Yeah, he can run. He almost fumbled there at the end. This is your year, go blue. Half of the chat is like, I don't think half of it's trolls. I mean, Yeah, that was a big rent for McCarthy. You're right on that, man. Buy a house or rent? Well, for someone like me, for sure it's rent. Why would I have a house payment right now when I'm trying to invest as much money as possible? Well, I think I've already invested pretty much everything I want to invest, but there's no way I would I don't have the capital to buy a house. Like these people buy houses and they have like they'll buy a $500,000 house with 200K. It's just in their pocket. It's just it's an unwinnable situation. You like FAU Stadium? Yeah, I've seen that stadium with the palm trees and stuff. It's decent. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's semi new, or they like upgraded it or something. Are you an official Yeah, I'm like the worst announcer. I don't even. How much do houses cost by you? Oh, they're high. I mean, it's the housing market, man. Like a good solid middle class house is 400K. 450. Suburb 450 500. Michigan Stadium. I mean, it's legendary. It's a legendary stadium. The way it's built into the ground is pretty cool. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, it's a Hawaiian. And he took off his helmet. Yeah, the game it did look like the game was flying by. You know, unfortunately, it's coming up on the 3 hour mark now. Oh, you have a snowstorm? Yeah, we haven't gotten hit with a snowstorm or anything. Roman Wilson on third, a screen pass, typical Michigan screen pass. For interesting fourth down decision. I doubt they'll go for it. They're not going to do that again. They're going to try and pin him. That's my prediction. Damn, where you live, a decent house is 250. Yeah. Well, it depends. It all depends on where you live. Ohio is cheap. It's not really about Ohio. It's about which city you live in. Like if you live in Columbus, it's not cheap at all. It just depends on the city. If you live in a nice suburb, it's not cheap. It's not so much the state. Like New York, you think, oh, New York's very expensive. New York State is not expensive at all, but New York City is. And they pin him inside the 10. Yeah, but flipping houses like that, man, what I would rather do honestly is just make my move, make my move, probably rent a house. I mean, you could say, "Oh, just go to an apartment." With my job, I don't think this would really work in an apartment with other people and stuff. It'd just be better for me to rent a house and for about a year or two recoup more money through YouTube, through crypto, and then build my massive house. Preferably. Penix, what a bad throw that was. He nearly got his receiver, man. You pay 137K for a condo. Yeah, I was seeing condos and stuff. Like you could buy your own condo. It's interesting. But I would never buy a house or a condo right now. It just doesn't make any sense. Rent in the States, buy overseas. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are getting residencies. I would never live overseas personally. I think it's just a personal decision. But I know a lot of people that are getting residences in Dubai. Just zero taxes. It's crazy. Houston, I doubt Houston's that affordable. I mean, maybe like a suburb outside of Houston, but no, dude, I wouldn't live in that climate. And that's the end of the third quarter. You've owned a home for 15 years. Yeah, it's probably appreciated in value pretty significantly recently. Move to Canada. I would have to get a Canadian citizenship. Talk about Billionaires Row. I was going to do a video on Millionaires Row in Cleveland. I still never did that video, huh? Maybe I'll remember to do it. That was the original Millionaires Row in Cleveland back in the early 1900s. You visited U.S. Bank Stadium and State Farm Stadium. Houston Summers. Yeah, dude. Well, listen, my son can't be a redhead. You understand how that gene is passed down. My son is very, unless I marry a female that's a redhead or has the gene, my son would very likely not be a redhead. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying based on the gene, it's every other. I think on my dad's side, my grandpa was a redhead, but my father was not. Thoughts on building a high... Didn't that fail? Didn't the high-speed rail fail? Weren't they trying to do it in California or something? Yeah, they've been trying... But they'll do it eventually. It's just based off of technology, making it easier with technology. Oh, God, not a G. Scott sighting. The headbutt. Ohio State Northwestern, 2013. Oh, was that the close game with the field? The field cut really high? Or not cut at all? What is my most iconic quote or moment on the channel? I don't know. That's hard to say. There's so many videos. Yeah, Penix has got to come up with a big drive here at their own 23, 1st and 10. I gotta take a piss. Washington. I got back just in time. I need to make merch. I think I need a bigger following for that. Favorite MLB team? Guardians. Michigan has been dominant. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a slower second half. Michigan playing well on defense, 3rd and 4. We're trying to have this game mercifully come to an end. Rooting for Washington for the... Yeah, I mean, if Washington wins, that'd be pretty crazy. What happened to the planet Neptune in the background? That was my old set. That was my setup in my office. I mean, I guess I could put it back up, but I just think, that even I remember buying that I got it from freaking money I made off of Walmart at Walmart. I bought a freaking poster of Neptune and put it in a cheap fucking frame. Yeah, that's a bad drop. You got to go for it here. Go for it. They're not going to go. I think Michigan's winning. 13 points here in the fourth quarter. They're not sending anyone back deep. That's a good punt. Drop a plushie. Drop an NFT. Oh, man. A limited supply plushie. Limited to 25 available. Rare. Your cat. Yeah, that's a good name for a cat. Neptune. Yeah, I put a claim in for my planet back, man. Nebula. We'll see what they say. Wait, let's this is a joke, man. Please. This thing's under a cent now. Oh, it's up 20% though. Thing is under a cent. It's getting crushed. It's a joke. Come on. Don't ask why there's a... Oh, God. Sexual assault. Assault. Battery. Games going to overtime. I mean, Washington needs a turnover, I feel like. Am I the only one who thought the TCU flop? Yeah, no. We'll see how this game ends, though. This could still be a good ending. OnlyFans? Yeah. Imagine dating a girl doing OnlyFans. Come on, bro. Do you think you're a... I mean, I think there's some... I mean, dude, I troll. I troll on this. I understand. I don't care if you troll me. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I would be a hypocrite if I got mad at it. I was a huge internet troll on forums. I have a problem with fantasizing the past when it wasn't even that good. That's relatable. But you make it seem better than it was. Yeah. Did I watch the... No, I've never seen that movie. Which planet will have an NFL? I mean, I would say it's not going to happen ever. Well, I mean, define ever, but yeah, the NFL won't exist by the time, it's just... Haven't had a girlfriend. You haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years. Yeah, man, I understand, man. Dude, I hate snow. I mean, I like snow, but when you're stuck in it and it's another drop by a Michigan receiver. Cornelius Johnson. Yeah, dude, 4chan is rough. 4chan is... It's like the next leg up on Reddit. It's the next leg up. Why do people troll? It's just funny, dude. Yeah, I stopped trolling as well, but I still troll this one. Am I a Christian? I've had a. I mean, I would say certainly that would be the religion that, I think I'm Methodist, but I mean, not, you know, it's not like I go to church and things like that, but I would say that would be the closest. I'm certainly not a big, I mean, my goodness. Yeah, dropping passes is a really bad feeling. KC, Chiefs, Rams, Pelicans, Grizzlies, Raptors, Magic on Sunday. Dude, you're not winning that. Come on. You're not going to win that. Any type of parlay like that, 99% chance. No, I mainly stopped, but just I started again on one board. And Washington gets the ball. There's still 12 minutes left in this game, brother. Holy crap. The last title game Washington has. Yeah, I mean this is probably it. They need to win this badly. Is Ohio as boring as the memes say? I mean it's a typical, Midwestern state. There's, yeah, I'm not very religious. This is like the second half of Ohio State, Missouri. Yeah. Waiting for global warming so we can have Florida. I mean, it's already getting warmer with whatever that thing is, the El Nino, La Nina, whatever it is. I mean, what kind of emoji is that? That's not even. Oh, I mean, I don't really mind them honestly. But it looks like a coyote. Will Tucker Carlson ever run for president? Maybe in 2028. It would have to. Basically, it would have to be. Well, I guess Trump could win or lose, and he could still run in 2028. But probably if Trump loses in 2024, then Tucker Carlson kind of takes the reins as like the next. Or Vivek does. I guess it depends. Yeah, I do get my favorite team a lot. Supposed to snow in Oklahoma. Wow. Yeah, it's Oklahoma will get snow every now and then. Least favorite college football team. Um, I think it depends on the year. Normally, I develop rivalries with teams throughout each year. Like this year, it was North Carolina. Last year, it was Oregon. Who do you think the Democratic candidate will be in 2028? I'm guessing we don't know. So it'll be someone that is pretty much unknown to the political. You could say, well, it'll be Michelle Obama. It'll be Newsom if Newsom doesn't run. I'm sure no matter what happens, if Biden is the guy in 2024, Newsom is going to be the automatic favorite to be the nominee for the Democrats in 2028. But normally, what the early leader never ends up being who it is. So I would say, there's probably going to be people that want AOC because she'd be like 39 at that point. She's just too divisive. She's too socialist. It's not going to work. She's not going to get independent votes. And they know that. The Democrats know that. They're not going to put her up. But it'll probably be someone we either Newsom or someone we really don't know about. How much time do we have left? It's about 11 and a half minutes here. But it's a doozy, man. It's already 3 hours into the game. Oh, wide open. Finally, a deep pass is completed. Odunze. Is it a penalty? Oh, and it doesn't count. Jesus, this game is freaking... I feel like there's been a lot of plays in this game, but maybe not. 36 attempts for 185 yards, man. It's just not efficient. Holding. Second and 20. Screen pass for nothing. Third and long. McCarthy only... Yeah, he's barely even thrown. Just straight up not holding. I mean, dude, holding is such a subjective call. But yeah, you can't throw a flag like that, especially on a game-changing play. I mean, they just ruined their entire drive. Yeah, there's been screens on both sides. Both teams are throwing a lot of screens. You got to throw a deep pass here on 3rd and 18. You got the receivers for it. Let's see if the protection holds up. Nope, another check down. And Washington will be punting. Would I change political views for a hot woman? You're a cuck when you do that. No. Because, why the relationship dynamic would be so fucked up. You would be giving in so much if you change your political views for a woman. Yeah, they might need to run a fake punt here on 4th. It's 4th and 9, though. I don't think they're going to do it on 4th and 9. Yeah, no, they're punting. And a fair catch at the 29. What happened to Blake Corum? They ran him into the ground. The problem is there's nothing to eat. I would go downstairs to get something. There's nothing to eat right now. Well, they're going to need some defense first. They're going to need some defense. They're down by 7. You're going to be a bachelor? Yeah, I mean, I used to think that too, and I don't know, man. Yeah, I do think Washington needs a turnover here. I don't think Penix is going to... Penix is not going to go in the top 10. He might go late first round. Probably second round. He's old, man. He's old. They don't draft quarterbacks that old early in the first round. Stop talking so loud. You want me to whisper? Yeah, probably second or third. What is the biggest choke of all time in college football? Probably. Probably that Josh Rosen Texas A&M UCLA game. I mean, that was legit. I think it was 44-10. I don't know if it was that bad, but it was crazy. You're up 44-10 and you lose. You want ASMR? I'd have to get really close to the mic. Well, this is Michigan's team. This is what they do. They're not really explosive on offense. Oh, there's a big play. Man, I'll tell you, Colston Loveland is a good tight end. There's no doubt about it. I think Michigan just won this game. They might have just won this game. Brandon Whedon was 27. Noah Ruggles. It wasn't that kid's fault. That was Day's fault. You shouldn't have him attempting a 50-yarder. Blake Corum with a carry. Yeah, Michigan just salt the game away. Washington does have 3 timeouts, but definitely slow the game down right now. Game over? I don't think it's over yet. Go buy some food at the Vest. Very affordable place for sure. I don't know what that is. What is that? What place is that? Maybe it's a local place for you. I think Loveland's a good looking tight end, man. He's a big boy and he can rumble. And the midget, first down. I would stay in bounds if you could, but not that it matters too much. A good channel review on what? Yeah, it's looking like Washington's going to lose this game, honestly. I mean, Michigan's been in pretty much control of it. 96% chance now. If they score a touchdown here, I think it's over. Can you make a short? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it. I don't think so, man. I'm really... A restaurant on top of Oklahoma's tallest building. Okay. This magnesium is working. I'm really tired right now. I could fall asleep right now. This is great news. Just run the clock down. Just run the clock down. 7 minutes left. Michigan, 2nd and 7. This is a critical touchdown if they can get it. I don't think Michigan is losing this game anyway. Blake Corum, touchdown, Michigan. 27-13. Behind the scenes. Yeah, I mean, I think that's something I could do is my channel. Maybe I'll do a setup. If you guys want to see my setup, I don't know. It's not a good setup. It's just 2 computers. Possible dagger. Possible dagger. Fake national championship. Whoa, he misses the extra point. Oh, it went through. The white boy's excited. 98.4% chance to win. This will be vacated. Yeah, just start spamming it on Twitter. Yeah, they're not going to give it to Washington if it's vacated. No one's going to get it. Behind the scenes, yeah, maybe I'll do something like that, man. Yeah, Washington did get screwed on that hold. That completely changed the game. They were going to score, and it was going to be 20-20. You're right. RB, you're right. I don't know, man. I've had pretty positive success with magnesium so far. Yeah, Blake. I'll give Blake Corum's having a good game. There's no denying it. He's having a good day. He's still going to be a fourth round pick. Don't make a vid tomorrow. I think I'm gonna the vid tomorrow. My college football vid is gonna be either schedule previews or preseason top 10. One of those two. Yeah, I never heard of magnesium either. My mom got it, and I was just like, yeah, apparently it helps with your sleep. And I'm pretty tired right now after taking it like 40 minutes ago. FSU would win. I mean, maybe with Jordan Travis. Let's take a look at this. I mean, the yardage disparity is pretty crazy. Neither team doing well on third down. 1 of 9, 2 of 11. Massive disparity. Time of possession is the same. It's just the problem is just Washington completely inefficient. 38 attempts, 196 yards is not going to get it done. Obviously, Michigan running the ball just ridiculous. Oh, Dylan Johnson is still playing, but they can't do anything. That's really the difference. They can't run the ball at all. Can we get a... Yeah, if you... I mean, I could do a tour. Not right now. I mean, this is a webcam. Oh, they're showing Sharon Moore. Great. Yeah, I don't think they're covering, because if the spread was 5.5, they're not covering it. Or it'd be surprising if they were. All right, we'll see what Washington can do. We'll give Washington one more chance. This will be it. This might be like a forced turnover, but... Man, there's not a lot of wrapping up going on there. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. He shoved him a little bit. Washington still with 3 timeouts. They got to go quickly here. Move. They're not even going fast. They're letting the clock run down. There's only 6.5 minutes left. Deep pass wide open. Odunze. Wow. How do you allow that to happen? The comeback. The comeback is real. A coverage bust. Yep. What is that, a false start? Oh my god. Yeah, false start. Do you think Roman Wilson will be drafted? I mean, maybe like the 6th or 7th round. Probably another false start there they didn't call. What in the... New Orleans, man. New Orleans getting an MLB team would be pretty cool. They would have to lose their basketball team, though, I think. There's no way that they would have 3 teams. Penix lost a lot. But I think Penix was already going to be, people were kind of overrating Penix. His age, he's just too old. Someone said Roman Wilson. I mean, probably that's where he's going to end up. He's just so small. Man, they are not in sync at all. Their offensive line is like delayed to move. 3rd down. Yeah, this will be it. This should be it. 3rd and 13. They got 2 downs left. They're going to have to score a touchdown for sure. Go for it on 4th down. Am I going to do a mock draft? I don't think so, man. I don't know. Mock drafts never did very good for me. Penix on 3rd and 13. A deep pass. Incomplete. Yeah, this will be it. 4th and 13. Washington's going to have to start calling timeouts. Yeah, plus Penix is just, he's had so long in college to develop. It's going to be easier. New Orleans Stadium. I don't know. I think it'd be outdoor. I think their stadium would be outdoor. Oh my god. We get a timeout, man. Yeah, there are a ton of Michigan fans there, that's for sure. You wish you had a therapist? I used to have a few different therapists. Crowd is no, it's not 95.5. They're just showing all of like their areas where there are. I don't know what it is though. It's probably like pro Michigan. I mean, it's Michigan versus Washington, so there's going to be more of a Michigan fan base. This has got to be it. 4th and 13. Just hike the ball, son. Yeah, they're sending probably a hold there. Yeah, they're going to call a hold anyways. Oh, yeah, offsetting. Replay 4th and 13. Replay 4th and 13. Music, if you all are in the Discord, go into the main and say I came from the stream to confuse the others. Well, they probably know there's a stream going on, I would imagine. Yeah, it's offsetting penalties. I know, but they don't know that there's a hold. I know he technically didn't need to commit it, but he didn't know. 4th and 13. And again, intercepted. Let's see how far he can run. Mike Sanders still. That'll be the game. That's got to be the game. That's got to be the game, guys. It's got to be a 99.9%. 99 point. Oh no, it's going to go to a 99.5 or 99.9. All right, guys. That was a real bad game from Penix, yes. Don't be an NPC with the rigged. Don't be an NPC. We're gonna end it out like that, really? Yeah, thank you. That is an NPC statement. Oh, Michigan's gonna try and run. They're gonna try and get a touchdown here. I'm guessing just run it. Oh, and I think a touchdown by Blake Corum or down to the 1, which is probably even better for Michigan because it lets the clock run. Game was a snoozer. Yeah, there was not. The second half was really bad. I mean, look at this, 3-3, and then there's just not much there. Ugh. They're at the 1-inch yard line. They barely got the playoff. Touchdown, 34-13. That'll be the ball game. And that's the game. Is this the most controversial? Well, it depends. It depends how much more evidence comes out against Michigan. Because the public perception has shifted because there's been no evidence, that no one's talked about it. It's been shelved. So nobody really knows what to expect with the scandal. But the public will probably turn on Michigan again. Alabama, come on. Would it freak you out if I was named MVP? Why would I be named MVP for what? Just randomly? I'm like, wait, let me go accept that. Yeah, that's good. That's good that you made him a mod, man. That's fine. MVP for the 2024 National Championship. I won. According to my chat, I'm the MVP. Wow. This is huge news. Michigan could have beat Georgia. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Georgia lost to Alabama. But I think we would all agree Georgia was one of the best teams. Remember that weird year Michigan was ranked number 3 in football only like 2 years ago and fell off? Yeah, I remember Iowa being ranked number 2 at one point. What team will Harbaugh be coaching for? I would guess the Chargers, San Diego. 0 yards, 0 points, 1 million words spoken by me. Yes, those are the stats. Yeah, being a Discord mod, it's not hard, man. You just got to make sure there's nothing ridiculous going on, you know. Georgia has a mental block. Oh, the Latin. Oh, God. That dude's the biggest Michigan fan. You're going to cry tears of joy? Ohio State and Bama played Michigan the toughest. Yeah, no, don't. I mean, Bama could have won that game for sure. They were up 20-13. Where will Bill Belichick be going? Maybe retirement, maybe another team. Maybe a late hit there. Oh, not the loading again. Not the loading. The loading. Please, no. Oh, there's a helmet to helmet. Will Johnson got ejected. He's not going to be able to participate in the celebration. I'm kidding. Is it lagging? I mean, is my chat lagging? Yeah, people just earlier in the stream, people were spamming the loading. It's actually a pretty cool emoji when what's the difference between a bot is technically not a human. It's just like it's a programmed mindless thing. Nearly intercepted. Terrible throw there. 3rd and 3. This game is over. I'm gonna go to sleep. Let's see. It's disgusting. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this stream. There's no way the comeback. It's just not gonna happen. There's no comeback that's gonna be happening. The new stream setup.